If you agree or disagree, let them know. Yo, drunk uncle, drink more. We got 2 hours to chat like strange animals. Eddie Block and drunk uncle are great hosts, and we got 50 minds for the trolls. Let's roll. Yo, it's the Eddie Block Show. Drunk uncle on the side, ready, let's go. Hey, it's the Eddie Block Show. If you agree or disagree, let them know. Yo, drunk uncle, drink more. We got 2 hours to chat like strange animals. Eddie Block and drunk uncle are great hosts, and we got 50 miles for the trolls. Let's roll.
What's up, Gonzo girl? How's it going, sweetheart? Let's see. We open up this restraint chat here. What's up, Browners?
Eddie, you a fool for this today.
I'm a fool.
Mr. Nice Guy. Proud boy. Yeah, I'm a proud boy.
What's up, shit?
Let me tell y'all, the movement is here, baby. We here. Keep on watching. Keep on listening. Don't pay attention. Woo! 2021.
Dang, where is everybody tonight?
Trump's coming back, baby. Conservative.
How y'all doing tonight? Anybody watching the Kyle Rittenhouse show?
Who forgot the one in the chamber?
Who forgot the one in the chamber? What's up? Okay, come on, Brownie. You want to say hi to everybody? Come on, then. Come here. Come on. Donnie won't let her now. Huh, monster? Oh, yeah. What's up, Willow? Is it Friday yet? It's only Monday. Come on, Browner. Oh, there she is. There's the Browners, huh? What? Yeah, she's a pretty girl, aren't you? Yeah, she's my good girl. You little brat sometimes, but your daddy's good girl, aren't you? That's what she does to the FBI when they try and come out my house. So how's everybody today? Hope you all had a good day, a good weekend. What? You know, this one's not popping up. Every time I gotta restart that one. Let's see. What's up, Paul? What's up, Snookies? How are you doing? Let's see. You watched it with me, Shed? That's awesome. I love hearing that. Yeah, we were watching it today. We were watching it today big time. It was pretty funny, pretty funny. What, Donnie? What? Huh? Everybody loves seeing Donners, huh? Big boy. The big old monster. So everybody have a good weekend. Y'all stay out of trouble. I stayed out of trouble. Oh my gosh, you can really see that. I thought I wasn't going to show up, but now I'm looking, you can. I had to take my stepdad. Feds had a lot of drones up during the Kenosha Kid night. I know, that's interesting. You know, why did the feds have drones, so many drones up? What's up, Digga Warp? Well, you know what, I gotta start, let me start Zoom before I forget. That way, get Drunk Uncle, in here. There we go, for when Drunk Uncle's ready. You got into trouble, Snookies? When don't you get into trouble? Snookies, you're always, always, always in trouble. You crazy girl. What's up, real life? Alright, so, you know, I got kicked, if you don't know, I got kicked off of Facebook. And, but I like, the one thing I like about Facebook, so, like, there's groups on there that I'm part of, like, you know, editing groups, groups for the RC car stuff, you know, groups for 3D printing, groups for, you know, the streaming stuff, like this program that I have right here. So it kind of sucked because I lost those groups. And a long time ago, I had a thrift store named B&B Thrift Store. Well, my wife had a thrift store and it was called B&B Thrift. And luckily, that Facebook account is still there. So the only way I could get it to work is it says like B&B and then Eddie Block and then Thrift. Like, so I use Eddie Block as one word in my middle name. And so I've been on there, and and I joined this one group, and they've got the funniest freaking memes and stuff like that. What's up, Trade for Trump? Oh my gosh, you won't believe some of the memes they have on there. So I have one. Let me see if I still. Oh, it's in another scene. Let me see if I can go to that scene, and I'll show. You know what? I can do it right here. I'll just show it to you right here. Do this, and I think it was this one. So this is this is the funniest stuff that I've ever seen. I'll show it for you guys. Remember how they were talking about Brownie? Remember when they were talking about how there was a accident in the bathroom at the with the Pope and the president? I just couldn't stop laughing when I saw this one. Oh my gosh, it was just too funny. Just hilarious, right? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I love that one. That one's just interesting. So I found that in that meme group. I went to go find it again. I don't know which group it's in though. Like I'm in a whole bunch of different groups. Let's see. You don't know squat. Why? What did you hear? What do you wait? What's going on, Willow? I'm lost. But then I'm always lost. Let me see. Let's go here into Facebook. Let me see if I can find this channel. If I can find it, we'll go through it. Maybe it's this one. Conservative Meme Wars. They won't let me show a whole bunch at once. Why not? Show recently seen. It's only showing me two. That's all. It's discussion about topics, maybe. That's weird. Maybe it's a new one or something. So what else is going on in your guys' world? That's Kyle Rittenhouse. Oh my gosh. Freaking they are just freaking letting them get away with everything. I mean what am I saying? The prosecution is just killing it for the defense. I mean, like they're making the case for the defense. It's just hilarious. It's hilarious. All right, so now let's see. It's like it's weird. Oh, here we go. I think it's this one. All right, let me post this one. Let me see over here, I guess, and then you guys will be able to see it. All right, let me see if I go to this scene. While we're waiting for drunk, we can look at this kind of stuff. That's not the right one. Hold on. I got the wrong one up. Hold on one second. I got too many too much stuff open here. Where are we at? Settings. We'll go to this one. Actually, you know what? I'll leave it on the one it's on. And I'll just go back here. That's actually better for me. Because then I can read this stuff. Alright, yeah. Here we go. Here's the meme wars. Let me open up a Zoom meeting again so I can make sure Drunk Uncle. There we go. Alright. We got some pretty good ones. If you guys are on Facebook still, how long till we know the verdict? Who knows? They're supposed to be done by Friday, right? You told me the police autism wants Kyle to walk because they want the riots. It's about more power and control. Here's the thing. I think there's gonna be more. I think there's gonna be riots no matter what, guys. I have no issue saying right now that there's gonna be a riot. As soon as this trial's over, there's a riot. If they find him not guilty, I think there'll be more riots. But I just think either way, there's gonna be riots, right? There's gonna have to be riots. Let's see. Let me make this dang thing bigger. Oh, you guys see it pretty big, I guess. Let's see. Let them sleep. The country's safety, safer when it gets like that. Yeah, yeah. The prosecutors are definitely horrible. I said earlier, if I ever get in any kind of trouble, and like I have to go to court, I hope that prosecutor's my prosecutor. He's just doing such an awful job. I mean, it's not even funny the job he's doing. I'll be surprised if that guy does not get fired. Right? What's up, Josephine? The big lawyer dude looks and knows. Oh, did you guys? Okay, did you guys see what I was doing for the big rioter? Hold on, or not the riot, the big rioter. What the heck am I talking about? I am like, I woke up. I took a nap today, and I'm just like out of it. So I was making some jokes about the rioter today. He had a comb over, and I mean, this guy looked exactly like freaking the defense lawyer or the prosecution. Let's see. I think it was right here when I was posting up too. This guy, the prosecuting lawyer, the larger one. Let me find it. He looks just like he had a comb. See how he's got his little comb over right here. Let me see if you guys can see what I'm looking at. Okay, see his hair. See how he's got that little comb over. So here's what I was doing. Let's see. Let's do this one. But I think I have it in this program. Let's see. Did I have it here? There we go. This is what I was doing. I mean, look at him. He's got the comb over like a Homer Simpson. I mean, come on. I was having fun with it today. I don't know if some people were mad about it or not, but I thought it was funny. I definitely thought it was funny. Let me turn this. Let's see. Let me turn off Homer off. But yeah, he definitely looks like a Homer's comb over there, doesn't he? I mean, come on. Who does your hair like this, right? It's like did his wife not tell him, "Hey dude, that's not a good look on you." Let me see. I can't zoom in on it anymore, so I already zoomed in as much as I can. But right, it's like, why are you wearing your hair like that? What's up, Matt Rogers? What's up? Anyways, yeah. This guy, him and that hair, I don't know what the heck was going on. I definitely don't know what was going on, but oh, have you seen this one, the Black Friday? Oh, I saw a different version of it. This is the nicer version of it. I saw a version that was a whole lot different. But this community is kind of funny. I'm not gonna do that one. I'll probably get in trouble. Remember the time you went to Rome and you shit your pants in front of the whole world? Oh my gosh. What's up, DK Records? You up in here? What's going on, bro? Oh, thanks for the super chat, man. How the heck you been? How the heck you been? Yeah, I gotta get a Let's Go Brandon hat. We all know who. Let's see. Where's the good ones, though? Where the heck is Drunk Uncle? He's taking forever to get here today. Oh, no, it's not. It's still early. What, Brownie? Oh, yeah, this one. Attention Biden voters. Please put your sign back up in your yard so the illegals know where you can go. And stop for food and shelter. Why, thank you. No, I know. I know everybody's a mod. Oh, yeah, this one's funny. I don't want to say it. I don't know if I'll get in trouble. We got a lot of mods in here. We had, we had a lot of people that were just. I added mods one day. Let's see. Let's erect a memorial to all the Americans murdered by illegals. Make it 2,000 miles long, 30 feet tall, and put it at the southern border. I think that's the freaking perfect freaking. That's what we need to do. Oh my gosh, this is funny. This is funny. Guns don't kill people. I do. Yeah, you stupid liberal. Alexa changed the president, huh? We're gonna talk about that. There's some stuff that I saw, or there's oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. War movies in 2022. That's what they want. They want to get rid of all the guns, right? Presidents who are known by their initials. You have JFK, LBJ, the big W, and FJB. Take your Trump signs down? No, there's a music video called Take Your Trump Signs Down. Let me see if I can play it. I'll probably get in trouble. That's from 11 months ago, huh? Is it this one?
Hey everybody, thanks for wearing your mask. Now I got another little favor to ask. Take them down, take your Trump signs down. You had a good run, but it's over now. So take them down, take your Trump signs down. Walk over to your sign and pull it out of the ground. You tried to make a difference from your lawn, but Trump lost, so I wonder why the signs aren't gone. Flew a dozen flags on your truck. That you're American, right? It's also dumb as fuck. So take them down, take your Trump signs down. You had a good run, but it's over now. So take them down, take your Trump signs down. Walk over to your sign and pull it out of the ground. Take them down, take your Trump signs down. You had a good run, but it's over now. So take them down, take your Trump signs down. Walk over to your sign and pull it out of the ground.
It's the stupidest video I've ever seen. Oh my gosh, you're right. That was a stupid ass video. You're definitely right. You know, if somebody did that, you know what I would do? I'll do this. Hold on.
I will put you through that fucking wall!
Right, you take my Trump sign down, I will definitely put you through that fucking wall, man. Don't touch my Trump signs. Hell no. Freaking not even gonna happen. Oh, I should carve pumpkins like that, but we don't have anybody coming to our house. Oh, I should, huh? Let's go dislike it real quick. But then they get credit for it, but it's alright, we'll dislike it. Stupid liberals. Oh, I can't stand liberals. Facebook, why are you lying? You are not independently fact-checking. You are independently discriminating. No way you can fact-check something in 1 minute. You don't leave us an opportunity to show you proof, and you selectively fact-check along the side of the left only, which is true. So get this. You guys know after my HBO I was on HBO, Facebook totally kicked me off. And I went to go find out why. And they said, well, we kicked you off because you believe in white supremacy. And I'm like, excuse me? And then I read more into it. And it says, you support white supremacist groups. So I tried to respond. And it says, you cannot respond. We made our decision and there's no changing our minds, basically. It says it says you cannot, man, I must be getting sick. It says you cannot, it says you cannot request us to check this out because we've already made our decision. When we make our decision in these events, there is no way to check it out. So watch. I tried. Like every time I would try to get a new one, if I typed in EddieBlock, it wouldn't let me. Like even look at the name I have now. This is my watch this. I had to put thrift B. It was already thrift. B&B thrift store was my ex-wife's old name, or old thrift store. So we had this. So this is how I had to do it. I had to put EddieBlock in one thing, and that's the only way I was able to get around it. On my old page, it won't let you change your name or anything. Watch. Just say you go to your page, and let's go to settings. I cannot change and just put Eddie Block on here. You can't change your name on Facebook because you changed it in the last 60 days. But it will not let you change any of that stuff. If you put Eddie Block, they're like, yeah, sorry. Somebody try making a new Facebook page and use Eddie Block as there, and they won't let you do it. Oh, you think the elevation from being up here might help me? What's up, Mommy Rammer? What's going on? Yeah, fact checking. They don't fact check. They fact check themselves. They're just like, yeah, you know what? He's a conservative. I don't like it. Really solid. Let's see. I so wish you would just get him, chew him up, chew him up, way up. Yeah, Alec Baldwin. I don't know. Do you guys think they're gonna go after Alec Baldwin? Do you guys think they're gonna go after him, or do you think they're gonna give him a pass? I wonder what There's got to be some kind of story. Try clearing my cookies and my cache. I'll try. Maybe I should try going. You can do a Maybe you can do like a oh my gosh, what do you call it? A incognito window, maybe. Maybe I should try that. What's up, Harley babe? Haven't seen you in a while. Who got raided today, Willow? Somebody got raided today? That one was pretty good. Welcome to 2021, where the dude on the left is as brave as the woman is a brave woman, and the woman on the right is a white supremacist. Oh yeah. Don't look at this one, Willow. It's got a kind of a clown. Let's see. Peaceful protesters, domestic terrorists, white supremacists. Yeah. What is it? O'Keefe? Really? I didn't see anything on that yet. Let's go, Brandon. Sorry, I don't know what the heck's going on with me. Alright, now I can officially say Drunk Uncle's late. Maybe I should start starting the news at 6:30. Let's see, the media, Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin, also in the media. I'm leaving this group, but first I'm going to post about leaving this group. Then I'm going to stick around to see what everybody thinks about me leaving this group. You know what? I've actually done that. I've done that. What's up, Cajun Cat King? What's up, Snookies? You forbid me to get sick? Good. I hope I'm not getting sick. Oh my, this one. Oh my gosh, this one's funny too. Oh, here's Drunk Uncle. Hold on, let me let Drunk Uncle in. Oh my gosh, that's a funny one. Man. One's funny. What's up, Drunk Uncle?
Hello.
Hello. Hello, baby. Alright, let me see. Let's go here. Let's put a drunk. There he is. Oh, that's drunkers. We're drunker than
Hello.
I. Hello. How was your day?
It was all right. How was yours?
It was good. I just sat here all day with the stupid trial. The what do you call it, trial? Kyle Rittenhouse. All right.
Oh yeah.
We're only seeing half your face right now, just so you know.
Oh, you got that side by side.
Oh wait, hold on. You know what? I gotta fix it. Let me fix it. Make it a little bigger. Oops, that's not the right way. That's what she said. There we go. Much better.
Oh, you got that side. There we go.
Got it all fixed. So what's up? What's up, Get Some?
Hey, Kim, Paulie, Snooky, Bread.
Man, I got something in my throat. Man, you know what? So I've been on for 27 minutes now, and nobody's noticed something. Not even I thought Drunk would have noticed it right away. Nobody has noticed a damn thing about me.
You shaved?
Yeah. I was all grizzly bear the other day, and I shaved, and nobody's freaking noticed it. I thought you guys watch my show every night. I thought you guys like looking at my beautiful face, but yet nobody noticed that I shaved. Look, it's all shaved and clean. I even shaved the head.
They don't pay attention to us. They
Well,
just
you know what?
are here to chat amongst themselves.
We'll go with no hat today. How about that? Dang, you can see my hat mark though. I'll go with no hat today. Then people will notice. No glasses. See, I didn't shave mine as like shaved like you did.
No, it seems to be about a Clippers with no guard on it.
No, I put a guard on it. I put like a one guard on there or something, like whatever the smallest guard is. I don't want to go all the way shaved. They already call me a white supremacist. Can you imagine if I have a shaved head? What they're gonna say? Holy jeez, right? Freaking Sugar's over here snoring. Biden wants to kill the pipeline in Michigan. Yeah, I've been hearing stuff about that. I think I have a story on that. We're gonna look into it. And apparently, if it happens, a lot of people are gonna lose power. Man, I can't look at that big old.
They'll lose power.
Yeah, that's what it said. Something like that.
Huh.
Take my vitamins. Eddie Block the skinhead, right? Uh-oh, what's he got in his bag? Oh, beer. Can you guys hear? Can you hear that? Let me see. And Brownie woke her up. Gosh darn it. I'm wearing the shirt that a lot of people like. My weed shirt.
Weed.
We did a lot of weed in Vegas. Speaking of Vegas, what's up, Calvin? How the heck you doing? And Jeannie Willow's there. Calvin went and hung out and showed Drunk Uncle how to gamble a little bit when we were over there.
Yeah.
I'm a sexy trailer hitch. Yes, I am, aren't I? Dude, so now that you're here, I gotta show. You remember the whole?
Whoa, hi!
He's gonna scare Willow. He likes scaring Willow. No heat in Michigan, that will suck. All right, Drunk. So I'm gonna show this to you. It's gonna pop up on screen for you. Remember how they were saying that something happened in excuse me, in Rome when that Biden was stuck in the bathroom for an extra long time. I got this meme for you. It'll pop up on the screen in a second. I couldn't stop laughing when I saw this.
Well, that reminds me of a quote from the movie. He steals his car from this mother and child, and so he knocks the mom out, and then he gets in the car with the kid, and he looks over, and the kid's crying. He's like, "What's the matter? You don't like clowns?" He's like, "Why don't you like clowns? Aren't we? Don't we make you laugh? Aren't we fucking funny? You better come up with a reason why you don't hate clowns, or I'm gonna come back and kill you and your mama."
What movie was that?
Hate clowns.
Oh my gosh! But did you see the clip I just showed you?
I didn't.
Oh, I took it down. Let me put it back up again. It's about, remember, I'll tell you the background again. Remember when the Pope Biden went to go meet the Pope, and they said it took extra long because he had an issue in the bathroom, like he shit his pants? Tell me when it pops up.
I see it. Did you hear the second story?
No, what's the second story?
Well, this has been, I guess, proven. I guess not proven, but the Duchess of something or another over there, I guess in the UK, supposedly won't stop talking about it. But Biden passed loud, long, and smelly gas like right in front of her, and she just like can't stop talking about it.
Really?
Yeah. So it looks like the poop the John Biden poopy pants might be more feasible than we thought.
Right. Well, actually, so okay, so that makes sense because so I let me see, let me go here. I joined this this site. Let me see, where are we at? All right, I think it's right here. Yeah. So I joined this site, right? And there was one where it showed some. It's on Facebook. It's all these memes, and they had one that did something. It was like Joe Biden farting. Hold on, let me find it. Maybe that's what that was all about.
Probably.
Let me go find it again. I saw it earlier. So have you watched any of the trial today?
I really didn't, but I heard that the Gage guy like basically threw the case.
Pretty much. I think so. I mean, I was watching. Let's see.
Were you watching it? I know you were streaming it live, but I don't know how much you actually watch while you're streaming it. But did you catch whenever he basically admitted that, Kyle didn't fire on him until he pointed his weapon at him?
Well, no. So that's not how it went. I was watching it. I did have to go help my stepdad, and we went somewhere. But so basically, what's going on is
But I heard there was more than that. He was constantly lying, and then the defense would be like, "Here you go." And
he was definitely constantly lying. Like so he said that he had his weapon holstered in it, in the holster and behind his back. And so they're like, they're like, well, you're chasing down after Kyle Rittenhouse, and he's like, no, I wasn't, and he's like, but this video shows you going in the same direction as him, and he's like, well, yeah, he's like, so you were chasing Kyle Rittenhouse? He's like, no, he's like, so you were following Kyle Rittenhouse, and he's like, yeah, that's right. And then they're all did you pull your weapon out when chasing Kyle Rittenhouse? And he's like, no. And he's like, are you positive? And I'm just like, you already know when a lawyer asks you a question, they know the fucking answer, right? Lawyers don't
Oh, yeah.
ask you a question that they don't already know. And he's
That's
like,
rule
no.
one. Never ever ask a question that you don't already know the answer to.
Right? So then they're like, here, let me show you a picture. And there's a picture of him with his hand pulling his gun out of his back pocket or out of his waistband, right when he's behind Kyle Rittenhouse. And then they show a picture when he gets shot, right? And like, so this picture shows you pointing your weapon at Kyle Rittenhouse in the head, right? He's like, no, it doesn't. And he's like, hold on, let's put the picture up. And I mean, it shows it literally him. And he's like, no, I wasn't doing that. It was hilarious. When that guy finally got off of the stand, I bet you he was just like, oh, finally. But and then they asked him, they're like, so right after this, you stopped talking to the police and you filed a $10 million lawsuit against them, didn't you? And he's like, yes. And he's like, so if Kyle I'm sorry, if Kyle doesn't get prosecuted, then you could lose your $10 million, couldn't you? And he's like, no, that's not true. I don't think so. It was hilarious. That dude sucked. He was the worst witness in the world for the prosecution. Oh man.
I can't think of a good one that they had, and the defense hadn't even started yet.
No, I can't wait for the defense to start.
I don't even know who's the defense even going to call. I don't even know if they have to.
Yeah, I don't think they have to anymore after, everything that's going on.
Yeah. But I'm still curious on who would they even call?
Right. I don't know. And I wonder if they're gonna call actual Kyle Rittenhouse. So, and then look at this guy. So let me. It'll take you a second to pop it up. The defense.
I think they insinuated that he is going to go on the stand.
You think so? I thought they normally.
I think they said they insinuated that he was. Generally, it's not generally good to do that. But
right.
Who knows?
That's what I thought too. Where did it go? Did I erase it? Thought I had it. So this right here, this is the other prosecutor. These are both prosecutors, but this guy, look at his little comb over. So I started having fun. It was kind of getting boring. So I popped up this picture right here. I already showed other people, but I'll show you. What the heck? Why is it not doing it? There we go. Open. Where'd you go? Where are you? Come on, pop up. Oh, it's over here. 1 second. Dude, what's going on here? Let me try it again. Man, I am not into it today. There's something wrong with me today. Let's see. Let's go to downloads. Here we go. Does this guy not have the Homer comb over? It'll pop up in a second. So I probably got a better one of him doing that. Let me see if I can find a better one of him doing that. Oops. But this guy like totally has a comb over.
Did you catch whenever Gage or whatever said that he didn't fire or call fire until he pointed his weapon at him? That the fat boy there just went.
No, I didn't catch that part.
That's what Tim Pool was covering. That's who first broke it to me. That how important it was. And he said he was watching like live, like with like legal analysts. Now, like all the legal analysts started yelling out, like they're like, it's over, and some sort of term that goes straight to the judge and not about the jury, because the jury can't legally vote on something that is not legal. So they're saying that they were thinking it may have happened today, but the judge is just going to have to like dismiss it.
Really?
Because they've lost their
case. I'm waiting for that to happen. I'm waiting for them to, the defense to just say, hey, you know what, we moved to dismiss this trial. And if you haven't been watching, the judge is you can tell the judge is conservative, right? Like I think it was Friday. It was Thursday. So Thursday, he was getting pissed with the prosecution, right? And so they went to break, but Court TV or whoever was filming it did not
directed verdict is that's what they've been saying.
A directed verdict?
MD Mill.
Really? Well, hopefully they do that. That'll be good. Oh, it's my fan.
And Tim Pool had on a legal analyst tonight too, and he was saying, yeah, pretty much.
Well, and then what was going on? Oh yeah, and he kept saying he's like, well, when he murdered what was that guy's name? Rob, whatever. And I'm like, he can't say that. They had to keep objecting because the witness kept saying murdered and stuff like that. Oh, and then the best part too, what I thought was funny is they were like, "Have you ever been to?" And I thought they're gonna say like Antifa, but it was some other kind of event, right? And they're like, "Did you ever say this about the U.S. government and about the police?" And he's Rosenbaum, thank you. And he's like, "Are you a part of this group?" And he's like, "No, I'm not part of this group." And then the defense lawyer's like, "Well, did you say if we told you we have video and you said this at a rally, would you say you did?" And he's like, yeah." The guy was an idiot.
Wonder if they'll get him for perjury.
Yeah, right. Let's see. Let's see if I have that. I mean, I know that was the morning's testimony. Never mind. Yeah, it was just it's just hilarious what they're doing. Yeah, David, I want KFC now. Right when they came back from lunch and the judge was like, "Hey, did you enjoy your KFC?" I was like, "Man, now I want KFC." There's no KFC up here in the mountains. Next time I go down to Madera, I'll have to go get some KFC. Melinda says, when Gage was asked about the Facebook post from his roommate. Oh yeah, right. I guess there's some Facebook posts about the roommate saying that um what is it? The Gates, did he say I wish I hadn't been there, or I wish I hadn't done that? There was something that.
No, wish he would have unloaded into Kyle's face.
Oh, is that what he said?
That's what I heard.
I'm trying to remember what it said, but yeah. And the lawyer's like, you can't show that, and that's when they went to lunch. I think that was that when they went to lunch or they went to a break, and then they had to discuss it back and forth, and
Whether or not it was hearsay or not.
yeah. So, oh yeah, David. Though the other day they had Subway, and then like the prosecution was trying to bring up a video. So the court judge, I like him. I think he's funny. He's like he just starts. He's like, well, we don't want people to be bored. He didn't say it, but I'm guessing that's what he thought in his head. So he starts talking. They put the mic back on him, and he's like, oh yeah, this courthouse is 100 years old. He's just like trying to keep trying to keep everybody entertained. I think he's trying to get
What's
his
up,
own
Josh?
judge
Where
show.
them push-ups at? Remember, you got to record that shit.
I know, right, Josh? Did you do those push-ups? Oh,
On your knuckles.
huh?
And there was stipulation on the knuckles and on your toes, nose to the ground. 15, wasn't it? 15. I'm glad I didn't lose because I've got hardwood floors now. I didn't realize how much it hurts to do push-ups on your knuckles when you got hardwood floors.
Yeah, we watched Drunk Uncle and I watched the fight over the weekend. Well, we didn't watch.
Josh, hey, I thought we went down to 10 or 15, but if you want to do 50 on your knuckles, have at it, brother. Just make sure you record it.
Yeah, I thought you guys stuck with I thought you stuck with 15. Anyways,
yeah. He tried to say 100 at first, and I was like,
Drunk Uncle can't do 100 push-ups.
Hell no. Not even in my prom could I do 100 push-ups. Not in one. I could do 10 sets of 10.
Yeah.
But
Gage was gloating on Twitter. I thought they were supposed to discuss the case, even on social media. They weren't supposed to discuss the case on social media. That the witnesses, it doesn't matter. You can discuss it. Yeah, we were watching.
Yeah, you got knuckles on the ground, and you can't even be like bending your toes. So like a straight plank, nose to the ground. You got to touch your nose every time.
Yeah, dude. So which fight did you like best on Saturday?
The fat guys.
You like that? The only thing I liked about the fat guys is when that guy did that round kick and just knocked him out. That was
because nobody was expecting that. That's. I hope that guy got some money for that because that was impressive for as big as he was to be able to do that.
Guy's like 270 pounds. I think he did a double spin kick and just knocked the dude out. There was a lot of kick knockouts this weekend. Who was the other one? Who did that other knockout by kicking? It was like the third fight on the main card or something like that. The one right before the girls fought, before Thug Rose fought.
I can't remember.
He just did a straight kick, hit him, and he's like, and then he started falling forward, and they stopped it.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with the outcome of all the fights. I think I guess right on damn near every one that I cared about.
Yeah. Your Thug Rose one. That the Gaethje fight was the best fight the whole night, I think, though. That was the best fight of the night.
And I assume Gaethje won because I do like Gaethje.
Yeah, Gaethje won.
Okay.
What do you mean you assume? You were watching it with? We were watching it.
I know, but I tend to forget.
Marijuana affects the memory.
I was hoping Colby would win until he called Hamzat. He started talking shit about Hamzat. So I was like, no, fuck that guy.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get to what everybody's here for. Let's go back. Let's go start doing our news. My phone is going off. I got it. Oh no. Audits reveal that the U.S. school boards are abusing COVID relief funds. You don't say. Well, didn't they? Didn't they say once they give you the COVID relief money, you can do whatever the f you want with it? So I mean,
No.
or was that the COVID relief to the states? Because
We talking about businesses?
no, this is the school, the schools.
Oh, well, still kind of. When my business got COVID relief, 75% of the money had to be spent on payroll,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a forgivable loan, so you wouldn't have to pay it back as long as you fit in the criteria. But if you only spent 65% of it on payroll, then you're required to pay everything that you got back. So I don't know if this is exactly what they're talking about or not.
Well, no, this is different. This is for schools. So school districts around the U.S. are reportedly mishandling emergency relief funds from Congress. According to reports on Sunday, schools across the country lacked oversight in the distribution of the funds, leading to the new mature centers and turf fields. Oversight in distribution of the funds, leading to new nature centers and turf fields instead of technology and mental health services. Congress approved over $190 billion in aid to go to school districts in need, but many schools reportedly avoided detailing requirements. A school board in Wisconsin stood out as a prime example as a relief of fund abuse. As an example of relief fund abuse. Sorry, guys, I don't know what the heck's up with me today. The Whitewater, Wisconsin School Board voted to use 80% of its $2 million relief grant fund to revamp its sports team field. Oh, let's get a new football field. Representative Bobby Scott of Democrat of Virginia, of course. Oh, he condemned the schools like Whitewater for their decision. Right? Look at their field. Look at that nice field that they got, and they're building a new baseball field.
Looks like California, all the baseball fields, or what look to be baseball fields everywhere.
Well, that's because you landed in L.A. In L.A., there's fields everywhere. L.A.'s you gotta have those in L.A. because otherwise it's just concrete, right? It's just like New York. You gotta have stuff around. Good night, Jeannie. Good night. Here we go. So let's move on to our next thing. AOC fears that Biden's spending bill will be gutted after the progressives gave up infrastructure bill leverage. I don't even know why I picked this one. We're talking about freaking AOC. She's concerned that President Biden's massive social spending bill will be gutted in the coming days after the left wing of the Democrat Party gave up its leverage. The left wing of the Democrat Party, basically you and your friends. This chick drives me nuts. I don't even want to talk about her. What the heck is she wearing there? She's like a mint green suit. Is she trying to look like AOC? I mean, she's trying to look like AOC. Is she trying to look like Nancy Pelosi? Nancy Pelosi drives me nuts. Somebody's saying she's not gonna run next time around. Do you think that's true?
Huh?
They're saying Nancy Pelosi's not gonna run anymore.
I don't know.
But so
Matt Rogers, I don't know what I've seen, but whenever I was flying in before, I seen about 30 of these fields, but it looked like 4 baseball fields that were like all connected to each other.
well, you were flying into LAX. So I'm trying to think where you were at. So there's a college right there. What the hell is the name of that college right there? It's a famous college. That's right there when you're landing. You might have been flying over the college. The wastewater plants don't really look like that though. I don't think, Matt. Do you? Anyways, let's see. So the Washington Post media critic says the Durham indictment is bad news for those who hype the Steele dossier. Well, no shit. No shit. We all know that Steele dossier was a bunch of bullshit. It was all. Oh, they built ball fields and something? Oh, I didn't know that. So Washington Post media critic Eric Wemple took aim at the media outlets that peddled infamous Steele dossier, following recent revelations from the Durham probe. Last week, special counsel John Durham, who was appointed by the Trump administration to investigate the origins of the Russian investigation, right? We're investigating the investigation. It sucks that we have to do this. Charged Steel subsource Igor Danchenko over false statements made to the FBI. This indictment shed light on Danchenko's ties to Democrats, casting doubt on the validity of the media's past coverage of the dossier. How long do you guys think until this guy is Clinton? How much time? He's got to know about the Clintons. He's got to know something about them. Wemple has long been critical of the media's hyping of the Steele dossier, highlighted the involvement of Democratic operative and Clinton ally Charles Dolan Jr. See, look, they're talking about the Clintons. What do you guys think? When do you guys think he's gonna die? When do you guys think?
Or go missing.
Or go missing. He's gonna commit suicide some way. Oh, Matt, speaking of Fresno State. All right, I got to show this. Let me see. I think I shared it. Fresno State, you guys got to learn to calm down. Yeah. Watch this. There's that Fresno State, guys. This is a video of a fight in the stands at Fresno State. It lasted for almost 6 minutes. You guys want to see this? Let's show you guys.
6 minutes is a long time to fight.
It was not everybody fighting for 6 minutes, but that's how the video is 7 minutes long. But I mean, look at these dumbasses fighting in the stands.
Oh man, my mom's boyfriend growing up beat the dog snot out of somebody at a Supercross race.
Really?
Yeah. He kept standing up in front on the seats. And, I was like 13 at the time, so I wasn't like fully grown. And he was drinking. He kept standing up on the seats. And my mom's boyfriend, I'll be honest with you.
Hold on a second, drunk. So glad you think it's done, right? No, it's going to start up again right now. Just watch. Or it's still going. You just can't see it because whoever's filming sucks. By the way, folks, if you film, turn your camera to the right. Dude, I got big-ass dude. He can pull up his pants. See, look, it's still going on. All right, sorry. Go ahead, drunk.
But I'll be honest. My mom has kind of a thing, or used to have a thing for, I guess, for like bad boys. So
I thought all women have a thing for bad boys.
Growing up, he was in prison for like most of his life.
So they're going on the field now. They're fighting on the field. Now watch. Somebody's going to start punching the cop. But I mean, this guy just pushed the cop. This guy walks up and literally pushes the cop and think he's not going to get arrested. I don't know what they're fighting about. They're just stupid drunk people at a Fresno State game.
But anyway, the guy, he got down off the seat, and then he done it again. And then my mom's boyfriend said, "Yo," he called me my stepson, which he wasn't, or I wasn't, but whatever, it was semantics. And he got down again, and then the third time he got up, he told him again, and he turned around and said something to him, and I don't know what he said. Like I said, this guy's been in prison for like 17 years. And he just started punching down on the top of the guy's head. Like, the top of the head's pretty hard. And just punched him like down into the seat. And next thing you know, like he's like trying to pull out his knife. He was going to knife him, but he dropped the knife. Almost seen somebody get knifed.
Wow. So anyway, the fight's still going on, folks. They're still fighting in the stands. The cops are trying to stop it still. And like a second ago, you saw these two ladies walk down with their kids, and you're thinking, gosh darn it, they're fighting in front of these kids, right? They stopped because they're part of they're family members of the people that were fighting. So these people are fighting with their kids around, or nephews or nieces or whatever the hell they are.
Yeah, I just brought up a scenario where that happened with me.
But it's just like, you got your little kids there and you're going to fight. Hold on. And then at the end, hold on, let's see. So watch this. This other guy's gonna get arrested because they're walking this guy out, and then some guy's gonna come pour beer on him, but he hit the cop. So now this guy gets arrested. So now this guy's gonna get arrested because he was pouring beer on the guy that got arrested, but he hit the officer too. So now he's going to jail. Bye bye.
He's okay.
And then let's see. I think they're gonna bring out right now the other guy. No, that's the same guy. So then they go back to the field where the guy is on the field, and they're gonna bring him out now. He's all tore up. You push a cop and you try and hit a cop, you're in fucking trouble. And now this guy's trying to start a fight with the cops too, and he was the one fighting. He's lucky he didn't go to jail. This guy in the orange, he was fighting too, so I don't know how he didn't get arrested. Look how drunk this guy is though. Guys, when you go to a football game, don't get drunk and stupid like this. Oh, we're gonna get in trouble for the music. Look, she's trying to say, my dad's not a bad guy. My dad. And look, now this dumbass wants to fight in front of the cops. I don't know how this guy in the 99 jersey didn't go to fucking jail. Because he was right in the middle of the fight. Watch, where was it? It's right here. The 99 guy is throwing people around. He was like probably the one that started the whole fight, and he's the one that doesn't get arrested. See, look. You know that had to hurt.
Get back, guys. Get back.
Anyways, I'm sorry. I had to show that. Right, oh yeah, let's fight a guy.
Maybe he was protecting himself, and they just picked the wrong one.
That's true. We didn't see how the fight started. That is definitely true. We got Democrat drunk over here. That's why we have him, because he ex-Democrat Trump or ex-Democrat drunk. That's why we have him here, because he kind of keeps me on the level.
Oh, did somebody say something?
No. I'm saying that's why we have you here, because you keep me.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's in California, Trevor. That's in Fresno. That's right here. I went to Fresno State. That's the school I went to college for. Oh,
my brains always work different, though.
They were in different team jerseys, Matt Rogers says. So maybe they're, no, the 49ers are better. No, freaking the Kansas City Chiefs are better. Well, fuck you. No, fuck you. Possible. So this video that we're going to show you now shows a Tennessee pastor tackling a gunman to the floor during church. Can you imagine this? You're just sitting there chilling in church, just like, come on, pastor, you've been talking for like 2 hours now, and then next thing you know, some guy walks in with a gun, and then your pastor jumps up and just handles him. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me see if I can rewind it. Holy shit. The guy just like, he just walks up from the side, pulls out a gun. What is that? That's got a long barrel on it. I'm trying to figure out what kind of gun that is. Does it have audio? Let's see.
Oh, I see why church may have been running long.
No, I'm just joking about church running long.
Oh, no, but black folks stay in church all day, bro.
Why
and that's stereotype. That's not.
Ground? There goes the pastor. The pastor just tackles him. Give a thumbs up to that pastor. Well, see, they don't got their ceiling fans running. It's got to be hot in there, too.
Oh, that's why the ladies keep those fans.
Right?
Praise Jesus.
They always got a church. They always got a church fund, too. We got a building fund. We got to build a new church. Right?
But I would say that they do take breaks for like lunch and stuff like that. From what I hear, I think they generally have lunch like in-house. But black churches, I would say that they're in church like 4 to 6 hours over
Can you
I
say?
was raised
Can you
Southern
talk about a
Baptist,
black
so
church? Can you talk about a black church? Can't you? Shouldn't you say like the Baptist church or, you know?
well, no, this. I mean, this may be a Southern black church thing. I don't know, but our preaching, we called it preaching, was hour long. But you go by the other churches. I mean, they'd be in there till 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah. Catholic
It's not supposed to be derogatory or by any means, but
I'm just saying, I don't know, if we can say that. But a Catholic school, dude, yeah, the Catholic school was boring as hell. When we had to go to church, I'm like, oh my gosh.
how long is Catholic preaching?
It all depends on the pastor, I'd be like, oh, cool, it's Father Fitzgerald today. And then the next week, you'd be like, oh, man, it's Monsignor McGrath. Monsignor McGrath would just, he'd just ramble on, you know? And it depends on how much wine they had that day, right? Monsignor McGrath liked to have the wine, so he'd get some wine in him and he'd talk for hours. And he'd be like, come on, Monsignor.
It does suck that this day and age that we still have black churches and white churches predominantly,
Well, like my church is, I mean, it's not black or white or anything,
Yeah.
But in the South, though, I guess it doesn't depend. Like, because if you live in an area where there's mostly black people, then you're gonna have a black church.
Well,
Right?
we
There's
have
mostly black
churches
people.
everywhere. You see a church probably about every 2 miles, if not.
Ours are starting to get like that.
Or,
Churches are popping up all over the place. Like, remember we were talking about starting a church. Or I was starting. All right, well, never mind. I shouldn't talk about that one. But yeah, let's see.
I wanted to start. I mean, if I followed the ideology more closely, I would have loved to have started a Baha'i church.
What's a Baha'i church?
Baha'i is one of the fastest growing religions. I think it started in maybe the 1800s. But it's the theory that on face value that every religion is telling the same story. To be good to one another, love one another, don't be a douchebag, pretty much. And was saying that I guess you can kind of look at God didn't send just one necessarily prophet. I don't even think Baha'i consider anybody a prophet or a messiah, but he sends down people to update people about every 500 years or so. Which, if you do kind of track when Buddha, Jesus, Moses, Muhammad, people like that, they generally are spread out between about like 500 years. And it's almost like an update to your operating system, because if Jesus tried to explain like we'll say like biochemical warfare or airplanes or things like that. Basically, all religions are telling the same story, but we've all been divided by language and time barriers and interpretations of scripture.
Right on. All right, sorry, but your southern long explanations kind of went a little overboard there. No, I get it, but it's funny you say that, and it's true. But yet, when I have church every Sunday, I only get like 5 people in there. We only get like 5 people in church, so more people definitely need to come to church, right? And I mean, you don't have to go to church, but I enjoy it. Anyways, so Marjorie Taylor Greene, you know how much well, I mean, you can see it on the screen right now. She has been fined $48,000 for not wearing a mask on the Congress floor. $48,000. That's what is that? That's a quarter of her salary? No. It's an eighth of her salary. But still, can you afford an eighth of your salary to go towards fines? I know I can't. Marjorie Taylor Greene was issued 4 additional fines for violating the house mask mandate. The 4 incidents span from the late September to early October, and in the latest series of mask violations, she has racked up an amount which is at least $48,000 in fines. $48,000. Look at that ugly ass chick.
Like I said before, I think her supporters will probably just fucking GoFundMe that to her or donate it to her campaign.
Yeah, that's true, huh? I guess so. I didn't think about that. Oh, that's right. Jen Psaki's still not back yet because she's got the COVID. She's got the Rona. Let's see.
Yeah. Let fucking Biden go to whatever, the G20 and to Rome and all this other kind of stuff when she was around him.
Right.
Funny how that works.
I know, right? So White House backtracks after slamming the pipeline, reporting is inaccurate, admits admin is weighing a shutdown. Here's your pipeline stuff that you're talking about. MD. You gotta tell me how to say your name. Anyways, and you know this chick right here, she's just as bad as Jen Psaki.
Maryland Mail is it MD Maryland?
But what about there's an E in there? Yeah, MD is Maryland. Anyways, let's see. White House Deputy Press Secretary Karen whatever Jean-Pierre backtracked Monday after slamming reporting of the Line 5 pipeline in Michigan as inaccurate, admitting that the administration is indeed exploring the potential impact of shutting it down amid a global energy crisis. Jean-Pierre made the comment during the White House. Let's see, do they have the video? No video. Actually, I like that outfit she's wearing. I'm not going to lie. She made the comment during the White House daily press. Oh, wait, here it is right here, I guess. Nope. They're going to show the whole briefing. I don't want to watch the whole briefing. What do we do? What do we do? Go back. Baby, come back. Let's see. Peter Ducey, who asked why the Biden administration is now considering shutting down the Line 5 pipeline from Canada to Michigan while oil and gas prices continue to skyrocket. You know why? Because they want to control the country. He wants to make us so broke that everybody's got to get on welfare. That's how that's what they're. Nah, she doesn't look like Beetlejuice. That's the Chicago mayor. Just call you MD. It's easier. All right, cool. But that's exactly why they're doing it, folks. Everybody drives places, right? Fuel is what drives our country. Let's be real here. Anytime you buy something, they gotta get it there. Whether it's you buy it on the internet and it comes to your house, or you go to the store and you buy it. First off, you're driving to the store to get it, right? Most of the time, you're taking the bus. That's still fuel, unless you're walking. Which how many people really walk? So fuel is what drives this nation. If they can raise the price of fuel, then the products the product everything rises. All the price rises. Think about it. It starts from the very bottom, you know. Yeah, my mouse right here. You say, well, yeah, but it's just one product. No. Do you know how many components are inside this mouse? They all come from all across the country. So let's say there's 30 different parts in here that come from 30 different places in China or wherever they built this mouse, right? Well, we're not building stuff, I guess. For stuff that's built in America, how about that? So you got the truckers bringing stuff in, then you got to pay, the cost of everything is just run by this. I'm going way too much and I don't know how to explain it right. But you guys know what I mean, right? Nobody gets fuel discounts. It's all for the big business stuff. Hey, there's Parker Schnabel. Anybody watch Gold Rush? I like watching Gold Rush. But that's why they're shutting the pipelines down, folks. It's going to raise the prices of everything. You're all going to run out of, or everybody's going to start losing jobs because nobody's going to be able to afford to buy stuff. It's just a vicious circle that they're trying to start. So that way they can get you on welfare and then they can control you and we can become a socialist country. That's what they want. They want
You'll own
socialism.
Notify used
and you'll
vehicle.
be
Checking the
happy.
brake fluid. Cooling fan.
Sorry, what's that, drunk?
I said the whole Great Reset thing. You'll own nothing and you'll be happy.
Right? And I am not about that at all. Let's see. Here's funny. So one of the world's largest investment firms will need permission to hire white men. What the hell is this all about? The leaders at one of the largest investment firms in the world, State Street Global Advisors, will need to ask permission to hire white men as it rolls out a diversity hiring initiative. This is now front and center for State Street. It's on every senior executive scorecard. And Jess McNichols, the bank's Jess McNichols, the bank's head of inclusion, diversity, and corporate citizenship in London. What the frick is this? Whatever happened to the best person gets the job?
Well, they're looking for this equity, not equality, and let's see it play out. Let's see, and let's do it across the board, everywhere. And let's throw out like things that we know are going to fucking fail. These sports teams, let's see, barbershops, nail salons.
Why would they fail?
Because barbershops generally pertain, or at least around here, you know, if you have straight, like, fine hair, you generally go to one kind of barbershop. If you have coarse curly hair, you go, because a barber generally can't do he can't also do you know, white folks hair as opposed to the black folks hair. Generally you specialize in one or the other. And there's a culture at the barbershops as well. There's a culture at the barbershops.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I want to see this just across the board. You know how fucked up the NBA would be, you know, or the NFL?
No.
And then you get into other things.
Okay,
Do you not see
you
where
lost.
I'm going with it?
No, because you're talking about the NBA and the NFL. If they can't hire white people, it's going to be all black people. Well, the NBA and the NFL pretty much are predominantly black players.
No,
So
I
how would that-
assume that this company is having to get permission to hire white people because predominantly their staff is white or Caucasian. So they're trying to level the playing field, the equity. And I say do that across the board and see how fucking fast that you take it back and be like, oh, I was wrong. No, I was wrong.
Well, number one, black people only represent, what, 13% of the United States? Is it 13%?
Yeah, 13%. And so only 7% of males. 6 to 7% of black males.
Really? So there's more black females in the United States than there are more than black men? Is that what you're saying?
Slightly.
Okay. What's up, Jesse? What's up, brother? But what I'm thinking about though is like doctors. I'm thinking about doctors, pilots. You know, you know, you go to the doctor and they don't know what the hell they're doing just because they got the job. You know, if you have a doctor, what would you rather have for a doctor? The guy that got straight A's that knows what the hell he's doing, or the guy who doesn't even know the difference between the stethoscope and scalpel?
I want an Indian.
You want an Indian? Are they the best? Yeah, David, I'm lost too, so don't worry. It's just, I kind of get your point, drunk, you know, about the barbershops and stuff. I just it confused me for a second because I'm like, when I see a barbershop, you know, I'm thinking about all the, you know, the movie barbershop.
Yeah.
I get it.
Okay.
I get it.
Okay. Yeah. Now think about the very first barbershop. Who didn't get any customers? The white boy up front.
Yeah.
But they did not trust him to touch their fucking hair.
Okay. I got you now. I'm starting to get the point now a little bit.
Yeah. But that was just off the top of my head. I'm sure if I sat down and like wrote it out, I could bring you up a whole fucking bunches of examples.
Oh, don't do that. You'll have like a 3-hour long story.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I got to fuck with you a little bit. You're my boy.
You my boy, Blue. You my boy.
All right, looking at this commercial real quick, Black Friday. I'm surprised they haven't changed that. Why haven't they changed the Black Friday school or Black Friday?
Give them time. Give them time. They can only tackle one thing at a time.
You'd rather have the doctor who knows his shit education or not. He could have. Well, that's true. That's true. Some doctors are better. They don't have the best grades, but they're a better doctor. But I'm just saying, do you want the doctor that got their job just because of their race, or do you want the doctor who got their job because they know what they're doing? Right. So Virginia mom barred from their son's public school library after complaining about pornographic books. A Virginia mother has been blocked from entering her son's public high school library weeks after she complained about books in the collection being pornographic. So you can't make a complaint about something, you're going to get kicked out right away? Is that what they're trying to say? Stacy Langdon told the Washington Examiner Monday that the Fairfax principal, Maureen Keck, told her she was not allowed to enter the library anymore. They just said it's public. So why can't she enter a public place? One day after checking out a book with her son, Langdon said she got a call from Keck telling the parents were not allowed in the library and that this was school policy. The call came weeks after she publicly confronted the Fairfax County School Board at a September 23 meeting on the presence of graphic books. Gender Queer, Lawn Boy. Yeah, those are some interesting books to have in there, but I'm not a big fan of banning books. To me, that's people's freedom of speech to speak what they want, and I guess to read what they want, right?
I don't. If this is the same person I'm thinking about, you would not want your children. They're reading these books.
Oh, I get it. There's certain books that you don't want your kids reading, and maybe they should stay out of children's libraries. But if this is a public library, maybe just move it. Like in the old days.
Oh, a public library that seems to be different. But no, I've heard
it's at a school. But look, it says entering her son's public high school. Oh, high school. Her son's public high school library. I'm sorry. It's a public high school. Never mind.
About telling people that they need to. I don't even want to go into it.
Yeah.
I don't even want to
go into it. You need to chop off your so and so.
No. Experimenting with your friends at an incredibly young age and no.
I'm not sure now, Will. It says public high school, so I guess it's a high school. But that confuses me then. When I was in high school, my mom never went with me to check out books my mom never even went to the library with me when I was a kid to check out books. But why would a mom go and check out books with their son at a high school library? Is it like a high school library that any age kids can go into,
Josh, maybe you could be seeing what the teachers were telling them to go check out.
Maybe that's true.
There was one mom that brought up the book and started reading from the book. And I was like, I'm a pretty open-minded person. And I was like, what the fuck did she just say? I was like, no.
Yeah.
No, that's bad. That's bad. She was definitely correct. I don't know if this is the same person, but
yeah. What interview? With the lady. Okay, Shed. Maybe we'll see if we can check it out. Yeah, I know. Only time we went to the library and just got in trouble. It was like our hangout spot, or like our library had it's like circle and had alcoves, where you could hide in there and go mess around with your girlfriend. That's the kind of stuff we did. Let's see. MSNBC columnist says current inflation crisis is actually It's a good thing. Did you know that, Drunk? It's a good thing. Yeah, it's a good thing for the government because they get more money in taxes. An MSNBC opinion columnist is attempting to spin the current inflation crisis as a good thing, calling the coronavirus pandemic an unlikely hero in a new piece published on Monday. The coronavirus is a hero now.
Getting a little loose with the term hero.
Right? James Surowiecki began his column by suggesting the media has been fear-mongering over the consequences of inflation Americans have been facing, calling out an odd CNN segment that highlighted the impact of rising milk costs for a family of 9 who buys 12 gallons a week. Remember, we talked about that family last week. They were actually making fun of them. They arrested somebody for reading the material from the library for the student. Really? For reading it out loud? Interesting.
That's probably who I'm talking about.
Probably, huh? So let's see. They proclaimed that Americans ended up $13.5 trillion richer by the end of 2020. Okay, here's how stupid this person is. While you may be richer, you're actually poorer. Think about this. Oh my gosh. In the 1900s, there were not billionaires, right? The guys were millionaires maybe at best. And if you do if you adjust, huh?
I said in comparison to today's money, they probably would be billionaires in comparison.
Exactly. That's where we're going. So when if you compare it to this money nowadays, they're billionaires, right? So yeah, they may be richer, right? But back in the 1900s, like my stepdad, he was born in 1930 something, right? He says for a quarter he could go to the movies and get popcorn and everything else. How much does it cost to go to the movies now? $20, right? Was it like $20 a person to go to the movies? Then you add popcorn and shit on top of it. We're looking like $50-$60. So if you do it that way, well, the prices of goods are not going as fast as the inflation is going. Does that make sense? Am I explaining that good enough for people to understand, Drunk, you think?
I got a joke that's a little bit exaggerated,
Okay.
but I think it's a drunk uncle joke. Not me as a drunk uncle joke, but the drunk uncle.
Uh-huh.
He has these glasses on that say 2007, even though it's 2010 or whatever. He's like, you know how much these cost? He's like, $5. And he kind of throws them to the side. And he said, in my day, $5 could buy you milk, bread, cigarettes, hot dog, television.
Yeah.
It's a bit exaggerated, but back in the day, you buy, milk was a nickel or something like that. Do you remember when bubble gum was a dime? Like a piece of Hubba Bubba or something?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. I remember when candy bars were 45 cents when I was a kid. I was like 8 years old. You go to you get 45 cents, you go get a candy bar. Nowadays, what are candy bars? They're like $1.80, $1.90 for a candy bar now.
You could buy hot dog, milk, bread, cigarettes, television. I just thought that was funny. He threw in the TV at the last. I was like, I was with you.
Right. Dude, or like you notice there's no more dollar menus. What happened to everybody's dollar menus? There's no McDonald's dollar menu. There's no dollar menu at Jack in the Box or anything like that. When I first turned 18 and we were broke, we could go to the local Walmart and for $1 you could buy 20 packages of Top Ramen.
For how much?
For $1. Back when I was in the 1994, when I first turned 18, my parents kicked me out the day I turned 18. I had an apartment. For $20 you could buy, or for $1 you could buy 20 Top Ramens, the packaged ones, not the ones in the cup.
Right.
Nowadays, you get like 3 for $1.
Yeah, I can't remember how much they cost when I first started college because that's what I ate a lot of the times.
Heck yeah. We were so broke, I was so broke sometimes that me and my buddy, we'd go to the place where you could buy the rice by the pound or whatever. we get 25 cents worth of rice. We go to Burger King or something and take the ketchup and put the ketchup packets in there to add flavor. That's how broke we were.
Yeah, I think I could get like 5 for $1.
Yeah.
5 for $1 when I first started college. That was 2000.
Yeah. Well, see, we're quite a bit different in age. And now here's another thing, folks. Hold on. Let me switch screens here. There's another thing you guys have to think about. So I learned I was in algebra class, right? And we were talking, and one kid says, Professor, when the hell are we gonna use this shit? And he's like, well, think about it. He's like, if you ever get a job in certain companies, so like, if you get a bag of mixed nuts, here's the way I explain. You get a bag of mixed nuts, right? What these companies do is you still get a pound of mixed nuts for the same price, but if sunflower seeds cost more than cashew nuts, then they're
Oh
gonna
yeah,
give you more.
barely any cashews.
Yeah, so what they do is they just change the mixture. You still get a pound of nuts, but the nuts that cost more money, you're gonna get a whole lot less. And like my stepdad mentioned it the other day, he's like, you notice how everything, a loaf of bread used to be this big, and now it's only this big, right? That's how they get you, folks. So they haven't changed the price of a lot of things. You think inflation is just slowly going up. Well, they only raised the burger price 5 cents, but your burger probably used to be this big, and now it's only this big. Think
Oh,
about your childhood.
oh yeah, Wendy's burgers. You remember how big those motherfuckers used to be when they were square and they were all like hanging outside of the damn bun and shit, and they were all greasy and sloppy, and
Right?
not so much anymore.
Go look at your loaf of bread, folks, and just start. They slow it. Because you buy bread a lot. So if they take one, like one slice out every couple of months, you may not notice it. But if you don't buy bread for a year or two, you might notice that the bread's shrinking. Look at your boxes of whatever you buy. The prices may stay the same, but the containers they come in get smaller and smaller and smaller.
You got to look at the price per ounce, and you have to compare that from.
Right?
You have to almost have a log of all the stuff,
Like oh my gosh. Okay, so I went to Catholic school, and our fundraiser was the world's finest candy bars. Have you ever had one of those world's finest candy bars drunk?
Was that a brand?
Yeah, the world's finest candy bar. Well, anyway, so when I was a kid, the world's finest candy bar, they'd be about this thick and they'd be about this long, and it was $1. I bought one the other day from a kid for $2, and they were half the height and shorter. So that's just they're changed. They changed the size of the stuff. You're still paying the same price, so you don't notice the price change. They're hoping you won't notice the size change. Inflation's been going up forever. Ice cream. What about ice cream?
Does anybody remember if they ever used to fill up potato chip bags to the top, or have they always been scamming with 2/3 of it being air?
I know, right? You get a big old bag of chips and you open it up and it's like, who ate all my chips? That's like you with who drank all my beer.
That's right.
Right? I don't know.
Wonder if they ever did do like bags of chips where they were. It's almost like, and even with the seasoning, like I like Doritos, but I'll tell you, like if I have like, Halloween just rolled around. So we had, bags of chips that were given out to kids. And of course I, ganked a couple Cool Ranch Doritos for myself. But I've noticed that you get a regular bag, or heaven forbid, even a family size bag of Cool Ranch Doritos, that the seasoning isn't nearly as dense as if you get a little fun size.
Really?
One.
Well, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. What did I just
I could
do?
be wrong. I just could be,
How did I do that?
Constantly getting the good batches on the small bags, but
who knows? Maybe you bought the cheap stuff. I don't know.
They're all Doritos brand.
Yeah. Maybe they were fake Doritos. Right?
Came from China.
Hold on, we got something.
Donald Trump don't trust China. China is asshole.
China is asshole. You know what? Where's Kim Tone? I haven't seen Kim Tone tonight. I should play her song. I'll play her song. Maybe she'll show up out of the blue. As we switch over to the next news article. Let's see, where are we going here?
You're a strange animal. That's what I know.
You gave up junk food? I wish I could.
You're a strange animal. I get to follow. You're a strange animal. That's what I know.
Alright, I'm gonna, MD though. MD said it's the nitrogen to preserve it. But do they really need to put that much? Do they really need to put that much nitrogen in a bag just to preserve it? I don't know. Just saying. All right, you guys. So if you're in your, let's check out which 13 Republicans voted for the infrastructure bill. Let's see which of your representatives voted for something that you didn't want them to. Oh, there's Kim Tone. There she is. What's up, sweetheart? I'm sorry I didn't see you.
Mostly Northerners.
All right, so Don Bacon of Nebraska, huh? He voted for it. Pennsylvania, Republican Brian Fitzpatrick of Pennsylvania, but that's a Democratic state, so he's probably a rhino over there. No way. Oh, McKinley. Okay, so, mine's McClintock. I just moved, so now I have McClintock. David McKinley from West Virginia. Isn't West Virginia pretty much a Democrat state? Andrew Garbino.
Not really.
No?
Virginia is or was. West Virginia, not much.
All right, so the representatives for New York. Well, that's of course. She's not a very good looking. New York. A lot of them are from New York. Anthony Gonzalez from Ohio. Kinzinger. I don't even want to talk about Kinzinger. Let's just go right past that dumbass. Jeff Drew and Chris Smith of New Jersey. New Jersey. Fred Upton of Michigan. Don Young of Alaska. All right, Boris, are you in here? I've been to Alaska, guys. If he voted for this and the Alaskans find out about it, he is no longer going to be their representative. I can tell you that much. Alaska is Republican all the frickin' way. All the frickin' way. You know what? I was surprised. So when I went up to Alaska, like they have like a huge black gang community up there. I'm like, what? You expect to see Eskimos and you know what I mean. I'm not trying to get racial here or anything like that, but it just was something I didn't expect. And then this one person was like, "Yeah, well, we get paid to live up here," and I was like, "Okay." I'm not gonna go into it, but like they get on average, I think it's $2,000 a person per year from the oil companies. Did you know that the dividends that they get? Do you know that, drunk?
To be a person of color to live in Alaska?
No, just every person in Alaska. You don't pay taxes because the oil money is so rich up there. And then
yeah, but you pay like fucking $15 for something that costs $5 here, though, don't you?
Yeah, that's true. But so like I was dating a girl. She had 5 kids. She got a check for like 13 grand because of her and all of her 5 kids. Every year it comes out. You get if you live for more than 6 months out of the year in Alaska, and you've lived there for 6 months, then you can get that stuff. And then what's funny is so in Anchorage, at least where I was, they had this thing called the Community Service Patrol. Their whole job is just driving around finding the drunk Eskimo or drunk people, I should say, right? And like they'll get their dividend money, and it'll be wintertime, and you'll be driving down the street, and you'll just see some person passed out with a case of beer underneath their arm, passed out in the snow, sleeping. It's pretty bad up there. And I mean, they got their brand new Nikes on and stuff like that. It was very interesting.
If I'm right, do you know what the number one cause of death is in Alaska?
depression, right? From being dark all night long or all day long.
Suicide.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it was like you would go to like when I first got there. I got there in the summer. My company sent me there in the summertime. What's that, Julius? And I woke up one night at like 1 o'clock in the morning. I didn't know it was 1 o'clock in the morning. I look outside and I'm like, fuck, I'm late for work. I actually got up, got dressed, and started hauling ass to work. And I get there and I'm like, where the fuck is everybody? Never thought to check to look at my watch. You know, because when you're used to starting at 5 o'clock in the morning, it's normally dark. So
Oh,
then I'm like, so I thought I was, and I get there, I was like, fuck. So, but in the wintertime, it's, you know, the sun comes up around 10:30. And then around 1:30, 2:30 in the afternoon, the sun starts going down and it's dark again. And so you look outside, you're like, oh shit, it's time to go home. Yay, work's over. Then you look at your clock and you're like, fuck, I still got 3 hours.
yeah. That's why most people get depressed in, oh, well, I guess the United States, but probably other places too, during the wintertime. There's no sunlight.
Is that why
But
all the people in
sunlight's,
Seattle are boring Republicans that are assholes all the time? I mean, boring Democrats that are assholes all the time because they have rain all the time?
yeah, it could be. They cranky.
Yeah, you know, I actually worked in Seattle too, and that was cool. So you don't pay state taxes when you're in Seattle. I mean, in Alaska, right? And so then they sent me to Dallas, and then after Dallas, they sent me to work in Seattle. I worked at the Hilton. We were remodeling it, and I go into the mall, and the person in front of me, they're like, "Yeah, here's my Alaskan ID. You don't have to pay taxes, right?" And I look at the guy, I'm like, "What's that all about?" He's like, "Cause Seattle. I don't know if all of Washington does, but Seattle, if you can show them your Alaskan ID, then you don't have to pay state or sales tax." So I was like, "No fucking shit," and I had an Alaskan ID because I got one when I was up there, just so I could say I had an Alaska ID. I use that bad boy everywhere. No, I went to like before I left. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna buy some rims from. I would spend like whenever big items I had to buy, I go to Seattle and buy them. What panda? You guys hardly ever get this. All the dogs are. Hold on.
As a business owner, I don't even know how that would work.
Oh, they had to fill out
Because,
all kinds of paperwork.
well, no, I mean, for the person that's like ringing it up, I
They,
have no idea how I would even. It's not like you can hit a button and be like delete sales tax.
Yeah, you can. You don't have a button like that on your computer at work.
Hell no.
Well, you don't
And
sell
I
non-taxable. You don't sell
set it up.
non-tax. You don't sell non-taxable items,
Not unless it's a gift certificate.
right? Well, how do you do it for the gift certificate?
When I create the item, I set it up as non-taxable. But you come in and you buy a bag of potato chips, I have no way of. I would have to go in, edit the item like on my laptop,
Mm-hmm.
up full system, and then come over, update my laptop, and then ring it up. Who knows? I don't know. Who knows? You know, you don't know. I don't know. Who knows?
When we had the thrift store, we used we used PayPal. What gave us our own little thing, and it had a thing that said you could charge sales tax or not, because like in California you don't charge sales tax for certain food. So we actually just had a button that you hit the button, no sales tax.
Right.
So it's easier than you think. It's a lot easier than you think. All right, let's go back to the news. Where are we? Here we go. Texas police station comes under hail of bullets, and a manhunt is underway for the suspect. You got to be pretty freaking daring to go and shoot up a police station. It says a manhunt is underway for a suspect who fired bullets into a police station in Spring, Texas, Monday afternoon. The suspect drove into the parking lot of the police station around 12:30 and shot up the front door, windows, and the building, according to Facebook posts. Let's see if we can zoom in and see.
Oh snap, Mr. Nice Guy! Why would you do that? I mean, that's gangster. That he's a trooper like that. But
Why did AJ put a freaking eraser in his ear? Holy jeez!
maybe it just tickled, and he was, I think I've done that before, like the eraser on like a pencil.
Oh yeah, and you try
You
and
know,
okay,
you just tickle your ear. Maybe it broke off in there.
that's possible. I was thinking about the house episode where the kid kept sticking toys up his nose. Right on. Well, give AJ a big old hug for us. All right, hold on a second. So here's a I'm not saying I hope, but if you're gonna go shoot up a station, I sure hope that person. I'm just saying for the persons that they stole this car. Because if you took your own car to go shoot at the police station, that's freaking stupid. Herman said the suspect was a black male and was driving a white four-door sedan. They remain at large. Oh, well, they don't even. How? Wait a minute. Can we see the license plate? Come on. You're telling me you can't get a license plate off of that? Come on. There's license plate numbers there. It's a freaking Toyota car, right? Is that a Toyota? Looks like a Toyota.
Could be
And
bird.
it could be a what?
Kind of like somebody's car that I know. Could be a Ford.
I don't think that's a Ford. Look, the Toyota, the Ford would have a round blue circle right there. That's the Toyota. Isn't that the Toyota symbol right there? That looks like a Toyota to me.
It could be. Could
But look,
be.
I can read fire lane, no parking, towaway zone right here. You can read that license. The cops can read that license plate. And here's another thing. So, like, I have the new iPhone, right? I took a picture. I took a picture of this receipt because there's certain things you got to take pictures of receipts for, right? So I took a picture of this receipt, and it's not very legible. But then you can go ahead and zoom in, or it automatically makes it look better. Where's my phone at?
My cameras suck at my shop.
Do they? Go to Costco for like $300. You can get a brand new system that's like really freaking clear.
Mm.
Hey Siri, where's my cell phone?
Mine costs more than that.
Yours costs more than that, and it's shitty. What do you have, like a company, like a ADT type one? I don't know. But anyways.
No, it's bought externally.
Oh really? Okay.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, you're telling me that the police cannot figure out this license plate? Come on. Let's see. I'll take a screenshot with my iPad. How about that? I bet you I can figure at least part of this number out. If you can get a couple numbers and then you get the make, right? All right, so I zoomed in when I took the picture. You can kind of see it's like it looks like it's PDR is the first three letters. I mean, come on. Come on, police. Are you just too lazy to do your job? Don't you guys want to find the person that shot at you? I would. I want to find that MFer. Brownie and Donnie are fighting. Can you hear them? All right, let's see. Another football.
The motive behind it.
Huh?
They're like, yeah, let's not find him. We stole that guy's weed.
But you're still scooping one of those traditional dirty litter boxes.
I don't remember that we had that thing the other day in New York where they caught the cops actually planting evidence on a person. I still don't get that. I really don't. Like, why do you need to do that? Like, did they hate this person? And I don't think they knew this person. So, he got drops for his ear. Right on. Well, Mr. Nice Guy, give AJ a big ol' hug for me. Tell him I love him. I love it. I've never even met his kid, but his kid will call me. His kid sends me messages. That's a cool little kid right there.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Dude, I don't have any.
The fucking New York police officers, I mean, it's been documented that that they will they know who drug dealers are, and the main drug dealer will give them info on the lower end drug dealers, and they'll either take them out or they'll go in and look around for something that's not really there, or or just to scope out the place, and then they come back in plain clothes and basically rob them.
Yeah.
So New York,
Well,
who knows? Who knows what was happening? Maybe he wasn't paying up his monthly dues.
yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some bad cops out there. Like
Oh yeah.
I knew some people, right, and they were retired, and they'd tell me about, you know, when the market crashed in 2010, you know. You know, they like, hey Eddie, can you come plumb this? I got this new dryer. Can you come plumb it in for me? And I'm like, sure. And then they're like, yeah, you know, we went to this house that was closed, you know, for sale, and they go rob shit from there. It's like, you guys are ex cops. It's because they know they won't get in trouble. You know, they're the good old boy cops and stuff. It's bad. It's bad. Anyways, well, I'm glad AJ's doing good. Yeah, he, you know, that's right. He has had 3 open heart surgery. I totally forgot about that. AJ's had a lot of stuff done. So Mr. Nice Guy, when I come to Chicago, 'cause if you guys don't know, we have some new people in here, so I'm gonna say this. I got divorced. Well, I started my divorce a year and a half ago. In May, it was April 27th was the day I kicked her out of the house in 2020. So a year and a half. Finally got divorced. I got to keep the house, so I sold the house. I bought a trailer, moved up with my stepdad to take care of him. But I'm gonna buy a truck in January, and I'm gonna travel the country. And when I come to Chicago, me and Mr. Nice Guy is gonna make a video, because he always makes my songs for this show. So when I go there, you got to make sure I get to meet Little Man. I want to meet AJ when I come to Chicago, Mr. Nice Guy, because you and I are gonna hang out. We're gonna make you a rap video, or whatever song you choose. We're gonna make you a video for. Anyways, let's move on.
Funny thing about corrupt cops. In my town, even with this guy was sheriff.
Yeah.
Which he's not sheriff anymore, but I don't still doubt this, that he's probably the biggest cocaine distributor.
Really?
Around here.
Cop? Look at that. All the dogs come running.
The sheriff, or the former sheriff. And now he owns all these gas stations and stuff like that. How does a sheriff own a whole bunch of shitload of gas stations? And it's the only gas stations in my area that you can buy lottery tickets on a credit card. You got some sort of special privileges.
I thought that's illegal.
You can't buy lottery tickets on credit anywhere else where I'm at, except for at his stores.
Well, that's here too, because they don't want you going into debt buying lottery. You're not supposed to be able to gamble. Well, I guess it's only lottery tickets, right? Geez, yeah, that's crazy. Anyways, well, frickin', you know, some cops are bad. I mean, there's parts of every single community, no matter what group of people you are. There's gonna be some shitty ass people in there. It sucks. Except for the NFL, where I think most NFL players have some kind of a record. Raiders released Damon Arnett after video appears to show him holding guns and threatening to kill somebody. He's a Raider, though. Isn't that what the Raiders are bad, or the bad boys? You're supposed to expect them to be bad, right? That's why the Raiders are black and white. They're always known for being bad. Like, I remember when I was a kid, the Raiders were the team. Like, you know, you went up against the Raiders, they were going to commit the most penalties. They were going to fuck you up. That's how they won their games, right?
Kind of like the Detroit Pistons.
Yeah, right? You know, Dennis Rodman didn't take shit from nobody.
Bill Laimbeer, oh my goodness. That was a gangster ass motherfucker right there, Bill Laimbeer.
Yeah. Mr. Nice Guy says he's been beat by police 3 times, even though he was a gangster piece of shit. But he's white. He was a white gangster, and he still got his ass kicked. Remember until the first time he sent me a video or something, I was like, dude, I thought you were black. I was like, dude, I thought you were black.
Freaking my one of my majority owner, well, he probably owns about the same amount that I do, maybe a little bit higher. Anyway, he's an older guy. He's in his early 60s. But he tells me stories about being in New York in the 70s.
Uh-huh.
He said that he got into a fight, I guess, with some people at a bar, and it got broken up by the cops, this side or the other. And he said the people that he got into a fight with told him that they were going to be waiting for him, like right in front of the cops, at a certain they're going to be following him or something like that. But he's convinced that the upstate New York police like set it up to let him get his fucking ass beat by these people and just
Really?
watched it.
Yeah, somebody brought up Lyle Alzado. Lyle Alzado was a badass dude. There's somebody else that I'm trying to think from the Raiders that were freaking. What's that one Raiders fan? He goes to every single game, and he's got the horns on, and he's got the full gear. Oh my gosh, he's always right there. He's got like front row seats. You guys know who I'm talking about? He's got a name. Is it? He does shit like this. Raiders fans are freaking crazy. Raiders fans do not fuck around, right? Don't fuck with the Raiders.
I know I've heard of a shit. What I think he might be Toronto Raptors or something like that. But the guy's been coming every game since the team was founded, and he's got like front row seats right behind the free throw line on the basket. He's there every game for like 12 years.
Yeah.
Every game.
I got a friend who's got season tickets for the Raiders and season tickets for the San Jose Sharks, and he used to have it for the A's too. And so I'm a Broncos fan, but I like the Raiders now too. My friend Napoleon Kaufman played for the Raiders, and then Fresno State Derek Carr went and played for them. Excuse me. So one day he calls me up. He's like, "Hey, the Raiders are playing the Broncos. You want my season tickets?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't," because his season tickets are right behind the black hole. I'm like, I don't think so. I'm not gonna end up getting my ass kicked for rooting for the Broncos at a Raiders game because they're like the Raiders and the Broncos are like just yeah, no, thank you.
They switch sides of the fields,
No,
right?
no, but what I'm saying is I didn't want the Broncos to score a touchdown, and I'm like, yeah, and then some Raiders fan kicks my ass for cheering for the Broncos.
No, yeah.
You know what I mean?
See, there's another reasons why once I got older, I started not to like sports because it seemed like they were almost insinuating or encouraging us to divide and hate each other over silly little things. Like even as small as in North Carolina, Duke and Carolina.
Go
it's
Duke.
A huge problem. And they're only literally like maybe 30 minutes away from each other.
Wow.
So you're like instigating like little wars. I don't like you because you like this. I just started like straying away from sports. Like I don't like that.
I was at a bar in San Francisco wearing my Dodgers hat, and I got stabbed by this guy. He comes up to me, he's like, "Are you a Dodgers fan?" And I was like, "I'm wearing the hat, aren't I?" And he started throwing up gang signs and saying whatever. He's all, "You're in San Francisco, bro. You need to take that fucking hat off." And I was like, "Whatever." He's like, and he said, "Before I knock you the fuck out." And I was like, "Dude, I grew up in L.A. You must." I said, "We don't talk." I'm like, in L.A., you don't say you're gonna knock somebody out. You just knock somebody out. And so as soon as I said that, he punched me in the side, right? And Carhartt. So I was a plumber, so I have a big, huge Carhartt jacket. And I just feel him punch me in the side, and I just knocked him out. And so then they drag him out of the bar, and then I go to put my hands in my pocket, and I feel this big old hole in my Carhartt jacket. Fucker stabbed me. He didn't get in or anything because my Carhartt jacket was so thick, but he tried to stab me because I was wearing a fucking Dodgers hat. Well, and I called him a bitch, pretty much, but still knocked his ass out though. And then like I actually had to call my apprentice. I told him what happened because my buddy was coming to meet me at the bar. He's like, "All right, Eddie, hold on. We're gonna just stay there. Don't leave." He showed up with like 10 more people because when we walked out of that bar, that guy was waiting out there with like a whole bunch of other people waiting to kick my ass because I knocked him out in the bar.
Yeah.
Over me wearing my Dodgers hat, which by the way, I just ordered a brand new Dodgers hat. I ordered a new one. You thought I was a disciple? No. I'm not a GD. No, I had a friend who was a GD. But in California, there's no real gangster disciples. That's all your area, Mr. Nice Guy. That's Chicago, isn't it? Aren't the gangster disciples only in Chicago, or are they moving around?
Honestly, this might interest Mr. Nice Guy. I'm trying to. Mr. Nice Guy, do you know where I'm pretty sure I've already brought this up now that I'm saying it. Perry Avenue, a place called Perry Avenue. I used to play online basketball. I don't know how I got brought into this group. I think they just liked the way I played because I didn't hog the ball. I played all defense.
Andy, that's for you.
But I ended up playing with a bunch of, I guess, gangster disciples. But every once in a while, they would have black disciples come in, and it was not good. Like, I cannot believe that they talked about some of the stuff that they did because I was never on the microphone. They always knew that Chomp listened. He if he wanted to message you, he'd wait till the game's over and he'd send you a message because I get distracted if people are able to hear me talk. I don't play well when people can hear me talk.
Drunk Uncle cannot chew gum and walk at the same time, just so you guys know.
Yeah.
Because he's always drunk.
Anyway, that's why I'm able to walk somewhat well. But yeah, so I was in there with gangster disciples and black disciples, and they were talking about meet me at this certain club and how many bodies we had last week. And this one guy, the guy that brought me in, I mean, he would literally get calls. And maybe you can clarify this, Eddie. Do you think you would have access to a PlayStation if you're in prison?
Why would I know? Why are you asking me if I know this?
Because I don't. I was just asking if because I know you've done a little bit of jail, but I don't know what amenities that people.
I don't know. You can, from what I understand, no. I know you can get TVs in jail, but a PlayStation, no.
Okay.
And you know,
because he would get calls all the time, and it seemed like all of his calls were like collect calls, and like half of them would be from like another prison or something like that.
Oh no, he was probably getting calls from people in jail. Yeah, you can call from jail to people.
Well, I understand that, but granted that I spent 4 or 5 hours a day with these people, and there were I can't remember them now, but there were just multiple things that I was just like, I think this guy's in like federal penitentiary, and he gets a certain time to where he can, be online.
Nah, I really doubt you can fucking get a PlayStation in jail. I really doubt it. By the way, folks, if anybody wants to sponsor this channel, especially Crown Royal Caramel, I love this shit.
But all at once, they all disappeared. I didn't get any invitations, anything, and they were still on my friends list, so they didn't block me. They just all disappeared. So I guess they all got busted.
Matt Rogers says, "How do you hide a PlayStation in a prison pocket?" You got to remember though, it's not just the prisoners that bring stuff in. It could be, the prison guards. Maybe there's a couple of prison guards working together, but I really doubt they could bring in a PlayStation. I mean, how are you gonna hide a PlayStation? You can hide cell phones, right? But a PlayStation, yeah, it's kind of a big thing to hide.
All I'm saying is there were certain things that they said that made me think that they were at least the main guy that brought me in. His name was Perry Avenue Trey.
Yo, you don't want to say names out here, Drunk Uncle, just in case.
No, that's not his real name.
It doesn't matter if Just be careful.
But that, oh, well, whatever. But we always called him Perry, but that just happened to be the street that he lived on.
Yeah.
Well, I asked if you had ever heard of, if Mr. Nice Guy had ever heard of Perry Avenue.
You definitely got to try this Crown Royal caramel, guys. But in LA, like you have the Purple Street Gang. You got to be careful what you're like in LA. When I grew up down there, you got to be careful what you're wearing. And like, you could be on one block and you're wearing freaking your blue freaking Pendleton and you're okay, but you wear a blue Pendleton the next block over, you're gonna have some trouble, right? It's just it's sad that that's the way it works, but it's the way it is. It's the same thing. Like nowadays, like in Madera where I grew up, the
That's why I
wash.
stick to black and grays.
Oh, yeah.
Guess I'm good with that.
Yeah, I guess so. Like in Madera now, the Washington Nationals, because they have the W, that is one gang all wears the Washington Nationals hats because they're like West Siders, right? It's just certain you can't, it sucks. You could be
Yeah.
just some person that likes the Washington Nationals, and you walk into the wrong place in Madera, and you're gonna get shot. And Madera's
Well,
a
don't
town of like
LA
45
Crips
people.
wear Dodgers hats all the time, and
Not
generally
always.
LA tattoo like right here?
No, those aren't just. Those are just LA. That's just freaking. Mostly Sureños probably get the LA tattoo, like. So if you have 13 tattooed on your face, that means you're a Sureño. 13 stands for the South. 14 stands for the North. I forget why. So Norteños have a 14. Sureños have a 13. It's just I forget. It's something to do with the numbers. But yeah, it's crazy. You wear a Raiders jacket in the wrong place, you can get beat up. KFC, the national sponsor of the F. I love KFC. I just do. KFC gravy. Oh my goodness. Anyways, we're getting out of the news. We went way
I don't
past.
know what KFC tastes like.
You don't know what KFC tastes like? I should have taken you to KFC when we were in Las Vegas.
I wouldn't have ate it.
You wouldn't have ate it? Oh, that's right.
No. I boycotted them.
He's boycotting KFC. Anyways, so the Raiders got rid of Damon Arnett just because he showed guns all over the place. But yet, who's that quarterback that has 20 rape charges against him and he hasn't been kicked out of the NFL? Well, who is that quarterback,
What?
guys? Yeah, there's a quarterback. He has 20 rape charges against him right now. They're just charges so far, I think. Deshaun Watson, NFL quarterback Deshaun Watson. Is that who it is? Accused of more mess. Yeah, it's Deshaun Watson. So he plays for the Tennessee Titans. So he's not playing right now. From what I remember, the Tennessee Titans have they won't let him play, right? They're not playing him, and some other team wants him, but he won't. They won't trade him. They're not letting him play, which is a good thing. I don't think he should play, but
type in Pamela Anderson PETA. Not like is the group PETA spelled the same name as the way pita bread is? Pamela Anderson PETA. I think it might be PETA.
Yeah, it is.
KFC, and you'll see why. I done a whole thing on it in college, and half the room had to get up because they were about to throw up. So that's, if you want to look up that video, that's why I will never eat at KFC again.
Oops, I keep typing PETA. I want to see KFC. I want to look this up now. I'm going to look it up. KFC. Is it because of how they're treated or something like that?
Yeah.
I think I think they're all treated that way though, drunk.
Well, I don't know, but if they do this fucking, are you sure? Are you showing it?
No, I'm not gonna show it. I think it's something I probably shouldn't show.
No, I mean you can, but I'm just gonna probably go force a pee break.
Okay, no, I won't show it. I won't show it. Chicken from a bucket. Yeah, I hate to say it. I love KFC. To me they're delicious. Although lately I don't know, cause I gotta lose weight. I gotta stop. No more food talk. You guys are gonna get me driving down to a taco truck, and I can't even drive anymore now. I'm stuck at home. Good thing I'm drinking this because I'm stuck at home. I don't drink and drive. I made that mistake a while ago, and never making that mistake again. All right,
You want me to give you the broad strokes of that video?
Yeah, give us the broad strokes. Give me the broad strokes real quick. I'm gonna grab something. Give us the broad strokes.
Okay, the broad strokes of that video is that the chickens have absolutely no way to move around. They are packed in side by side. They don't even have an inch to move. They pack them so much full of, I guess, hormones that by the time that they're 2 months old, they're the size of a 2-year-old chicken, and their bones haven't developed. So most of the chickens have broken legs, and they can't even move anyway. So they're sitting there trying to stand on broken legs. And then they pump them full of that shit that makes them grow really fast. This, that, or the other. They're plucked and defeathered while they're still alive. They're slit. Their throats are slit. Half the time they don't even die, and so they're boiled alive, or they're dumped into. You just go watch it. It's fucked up. And then the way that they're transported, you see these motherfuckers picking up like 5-6 chickens at a time by their feet, by their broken legs, and like throw them against trying to get them to the cage. And if they hit the wall, they hit the wall. And sometimes they damage the chicken so bad that they play around with them. They jump up and down on them and squash them. It's fucking disgusting.
But nowadays, don't they have all these rules and regulations to where none of that stuff happens anymore?
They fucking better. But I no shit you. I will shit you not. My class was 100 people. 100 people. This was an ethics class. And I done my end of year presentation on this. And I would say close to half of those motherfuckers had to get up and leave because I showed the video.
Wow. Okay. You should do what you do to the pigs. Oh my gosh. Anyways, let's see. So over the weekend, they always have cartoons every day. Critical.
Fuck you, Mr. Nice Guy. I'm an animal lover.
So am I. But you know what though? I love chicken. Once again, I'm gonna bring up. Yeah, I know you do. Once again, I'm gonna bring up the stuff that I bring up every single time. How come?
But I'm in the house, so we got plenty of fried chicken over here.
How come when you go to a freaking steakhouse, you gotta have a vegetarian plate, but when you go to the vegetarian restaurant, they don't have a meat plate for us? The fuck is that all about? What is that all about? All right, guys. So we're going to CNN because you know what? You gotta see what the other side's thinking, right? You gotta know your. I wouldn't say know your enemy. Yeah, I will. They're our enemies, right? So it says armed paramedic who was shot by Kyle Rittenhouse testifies he thought teen was an active shooter. Okay, he said that. So far, that's kind of true. An armed paramedic who was shot by Kyle Rittenhouse in Kenosha, Wisconsin last year testified Monday that he pulled out his own firearm because he believed Rittenhouse was an active shooter. Now, here's the thing. When asked, he said he only carries it for protection, okay? And he said he even said, I would never shoot anybody to kill anybody. I could not do that. So if knowing that information, he hears gunshots going off, and instead of running away, he pulls out his gun and run towards the people.
Wait a minute, what did you just say? He said that he would never shoot anybody to kill anybody.
Yeah, he said he's a gun owner and he believes in the Second Amendment, but he would not shoot anybody to kill him.
So what kind of bullets does he put in his gun?
Real bullets.
So he's a fucking liar. And any gun owner that you ask, they're like, if you pull your weapon, it's to kill. This is not a fucking toy. This is not a game. If you pull this weapon, you better be pulling that to kill that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. I was told if you pull your weapon, you better fucking shoot it. You never pull your weapon unless you're going to use it. Right? So Gage Grosvenor testified that he unholstered his handgun on August 25th as he and the crowd followed Rittenhouse, who had just fatally shot another man. Rittenhouse fell to the ground, fired twice at an unknown person, and fatally shot Anthony Huber. And so, like, I'm watching this testimony today, and they're showing it, and they actually, the person got lucky, and they stopped the video right where the you just see, you see the guy's arm, and you see just like a mess of flesh and blood in the air.
I never caught that.
Oh, they showed that today,
Now,
all right.
I didn't get shot in the arm, but I didn't see it any.
Oh, they had it today, and so so they're talking to him and stuff, and what's funny is they're like, you have your gun pointed at Kyle Rittenhouse's head, and the guy's like, no, I didn't. And then they're like, look at this, look at this, right? They're showing it, and he's like, well, I had it pointed in his direction. They're like, and you don't think that he shouldn't have shot you? He's like, no, he shouldn't have. So let's see what CNN's saying.
Probably Paulie. But I mean, I grow up. I'm around farms, and those cows and pigs have plenty of room to move.
So look, they're bringing up Groskowitz just a few feet away, put his hands in the air. The video shows him put his hands in the air, and then Kyle Rittenhouse re-racked his gun. Re-racking the weapon, in my mind, meant that the defendant pulled the trigger while my hands were in the air. No, it doesn't. Well, that's maybe in your mind. And then he says, I was never trying to kill the defendant. In that moment, I was trying to preserve my own life. But doing so while taking the life of another is not something that I am capable or comfortable of doing. That's not the kind of person I am.
So why'd you chase him down?
Right? And that's what they asked him. They're like, the defense attorney was like, so you chased him down? He's like, I didn't chase him down. He's like, you're going in the same direction as him. He's like, yeah. So you were chasing him down? No, I wasn't chasing him down. Were you following him? No, I wasn't following him. Were you going in the same direction? Yes, I was going in the same direction. So you were following him? No, I wasn't following. I mean, it was just, the guy is just, it's just, he was awful. He's awful. And then he said, and they show him. He's like, no, I didn't pull my gun out on him, right? And here's the funny part. So this guy is actually not from Wisconsin. He also crossed state lines, right? And then they're also, do you have because he had it concealed underneath, Wisconsin's an open carry state, right? But open carry means it's out in the open. Everybody can see your weapon. He had it hidden behind in his pants, right?
Which is dumb, if you ask me. If you ask anybody from Texas, too, open carry is silly.
You think so? Why?
Because everybody knows who's got a weapon. In Texas, you just assume that everybody's got a weapon. You just don't know what they got. They might have a judge on their hip. You know what a judge is?
A big-ass gun.
As a gun that'll fire fucking shotgun shells.
Oh, one of those. Anyway, so then they said, so do you have a CCW? And the guy was like, yes, I do have a CCW. And then the defense attorney was like, but was it valid? And the guy says, well, I didn't know it at the time, but yeah, I did not have a valid CCW. He's like, so you weren't allowed to carry it illegally. You were carrying it illegally. He's like, no, I have a CCW. He kept saying he has a CCW. Look, in classes, when you get a CCW, that's one of the main things you need to know is when that shit expires. You need to make sure you keep up with all the laws, right? That's the number one thing about having a CCW.
Mr. Nice Guy, I've been hearing this and other people trying to debunk it, and I'm not sure on either side. Was it brought up that he was a felon? Because how could you have an expired CCW if you're a felon?
Yeah, somebody said he was a felon. I heard that.
I know. I've been hearing that all day from like people in like YouTube comments, not on video. And I haven't been. He said he admitted he was a felon. Huh.
So then, how you cannot get a CCW as a felon? How? I don't know.
Maybe he had a CCW and then got popped with a felony, and so of course you would figure it would say something like revoked or something.
Yeah. All right, and now so here it says here he traveled to Kenosha by himself because he felt his medical experience and knowledge would be helpful. He didn't have any kind of medical. He didn't have like a medical bag with him. He didn't carry anything to be protected, to help in a medical situation.
I heard that he helped several people, but then again, this is what I'm hearing in YouTube comments. You take that for a grain of salt.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's still plenty of people that say, oh, he crossed state lines with an illegal weapon. His mommy drove him there. And I was like, what the? Well, you guys still repeating this stuff.
Mm-hmm. Now, look, it says he wore a hat reading paramedic and brought medical supplies. The medical supplies that he said he brought, he only brought a thing of tape. There's some tape that helps the clot fast, right? Why is that the only thing you normally if you want to go be a paramedic, you bring a bag full of shit, not one thing. So he didn't bring supplies. He brought one thing. He admitted his concealed.
I'm a paramedic. Oh, this guy's having a heart attack. Will tape help?
Right?
Because other than that, I got nothing.
Whereas if you looked at Kyle Rittenhouse, he had an actual medic kit. It wasn't a big medic kit, but at least he had a medic kit. He says he treated about 10 people that night. Really? At one point...
So we got to admit that Kyle was not an EMT. He was just lifeguard certified, which I took that class. So I know there's a large part of that that's dedicated to that. So, in the fear of being impartial, him saying he was an EMT on camera.
No, he didn't say he was an EMT. He said he was EMT certified. There's a difference.
Well, I don't think he was EMT certified because that means I would be EMT certified. You going to trust me with reviving your life? Really?
If I'm dying, I'm going to trust anybody who's trying to help, to be honest with you. Just saying.
Well, I hear you. I'm just saying, just to be impartial, because I like to try to bring the balance. That I don't think Kyle was on camera. That he was necessary. He was there. He was there to help. I mean, he was scrubbing graffiti off the walls. He spent all day there helping out. He didn't care who he was trying to help.
No, they show a video of him walking around. So here's the other part. They show a video of it was actually this guy's video. And he's like, "Hey, does anybody need a medic? I'm here to help."
Yeah, medic. So that's what we need to know the difference of. Matt Rogers just has CPR or EMT. He kept calling himself a medic. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what the definition of that is, but maybe I'm considered a medic. But I would still not trust me. I don't even know how to do CPR or whatever. What's the mouth breathing thing? They don't even do that anymore.
No, they have special stuff now for that. But anyway, but what the whole thing is though, this guy's videotaping him, and Kyle Rittenhouse, does anybody need help or a medic? And this guy tells Kyle Rittenhouse, he's all, get the F out of here, or he just says, we don't need you, we got medics, or something like that. Go home. And then he calls him a fucking or he's all, get out of here, you stooge, or something like that. So he's showing that he's just there to be, he's Antifa, basically. The guy's Antifa. Like, I thought it was funny when they asked him, were you at this or are you part of this club? I'll have to find that part of the video, and maybe we'll show it later on. But it's just hilarious. Let's see. But yeah, the guy's trying to say that he's innocent in all this, but he's suing them for $10 million. I don't know if he's suing the city or Kyle Rittenhouse or who, but he's
Mr.
suing.
Nice Guy, that even proves my point more that I was trained in this, and I've already forgotten that the mouth thing is a part of CPR. and no, Joshua, most lifeguards are equipped to save you, but how good they are, bro. They all I had to do was pay money to get my lifeguard certification. I said no. I straight up told them no. I was like, nope, don't want it. And they're like, you just took this whole class. I was like, yep. I was like, you're not putting me in charge of people's lives. No way in fucking hell. Not doing it. Even though I passed the class with flying colors, I recognized my limitations and how much I struggled, especially getting people off the bottom of a pool.
Uh-huh.
You had to bring up bricks without using your hands. I mean, you had to pick up the bricks with your hands and come 12 feet up with just your feet. That shit's hard as fuck, dude. I was like, there's no, especially a drowning person. Nope.
I almost should drive. I'd have to leave today though. Or no, because they said they're going to be done with the trial by Friday. Maybe I should drive to Kenosha to go film that. I can't fly anymore because I got to take fucking Donnie with me everywhere. No, I can't do it. I would love to, but I can't. What are you talking about, my lettuce? I love lettuce. I'm trying to get back on my diet.
Speaking of lettuce, I got to find my turtle. I let Miss Turtle roam loose like 2 days ago, and I don't know where she is.
Uh-oh. Is my lettuce that loud? You guys can hear my lettuce? What means it's good lettuce?
Yeah, that's good lettuce. It's crunchy.
All right, so it says America's women are still on the sidelines even as job recovery picks up steam from CNN Business. What the F are you talking about? The other day when they were interviewing, when Cori Bush was interviewing businesses and stuff, there was a woman CEO. Women are just as much in the business. I don't think that women are not getting hired right now.
Isn't a woman ahead of YouTube?
Not YouTube. No, not YouTube. Or no, maybe YouTube. No,
Wojcinski or something like that. Crowder talks about her all the time, or not all the time, but that's why the H3 changed all of this shit, because maybe she's like CFO or head of public relations. Who knows?
I don't know. All I know is there's plenty of women in the workforce. It's just the liberal side of the world here trying to say that certain colored people, people of certain colors aren't getting hired. People of women aren't getting hired. It's just their way to piss off people. That's all it is. You know why there's certain people aren't working? Because you Democrats are paying them to sit at home and be on welfare. That's the problem, right?
Boris, did you have roommates whenever you accidentally let them go? I seen a tarantula in Vegas.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
They're not that intimidating. Like I felt pretty comfortable around it.
Did you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Spiders, me and spiders, no effing way. All right, hold on. Let me speaking of that, let's go here. Las Vegas. I'll show you guys it. I think I can show it to you. That's funny. I'm going up and down on my screen here. Where's my Las Vegas stuff? Las Vegas. What date? That was on a Monday that we went to there, wasn't it? Was it a Monday that we went out there?
It was the next day after I got there, I believe. Supposed to arrive on the 8th, I think. So the 10th, maybe.
No, I think it was. I think it definitely was. Let me see. I think I found the drone footage. Okay, so this is right when I'm landing. Let me go back. Cause remember, Ty was like, "Ed, you gotta get us over here on the showing the spider." It wasn't that one. Okay, let me open up this one. So then I can show you guys this footage.
I've got my. I think I had top video.
Oh yeah, here
whenever
it is.
I wasn't messing with the tarantula, but I was really close to it. And it's like talking to it or something.
All right, let me do something here. Let me do a new source. And we're gonna play this source. And let me see what you guys are seeing. Okay, so let me do this. Why is it showing both of those? GoPro player. Is this the one? No, it's the other one. It was, of course, it's the one I don't pick. This one. All right, here we go. Okay, so this was us. This is my drone footage. See, my drone footage is probably some. This was Las Vegas. We were out. It's called Red Rock Canyon. So I'm flying my drone around. But that's why it's called Red Rock Canyon. Cause look, everything is red.
And then it just changes colors all of a sudden.
Right now, oh, it's truck. You're not up on this one. Oh well. And then it goes to Then they're like, "Hey Eddie, you gotta come over here real quick." So I'm flying my drone back over. Oh no, it wasn't this one. Oh, was it? There's Donnie and us. Oh, that's when I landed. I showed you guys the wrong one, didn't I? Yep, sorry, it was the other one. Hold on.
Oh, there's me sitting on the rock, so that's got something to do with the tarantula.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the tarantula right now. It's not this one.
When I was sitting on that rock and Donnie got up on the rock, that's like a minute or two after I was messing with the tarantula.
Yeah, but that's not. I gotta show. It's this one that I gotta show you guys. Let's see. Can you? Which one? What are you guys looking at? I'm showing you guys the wrong one. Is the problem? Hold on. Let me go to the other video. Sorry.
I thought you were on the right one. I don't think you can take dual camera on the same drone.
No, you know why? Because that's afterwards. Remember, after I went and flew it afterwards. I kept flying. So hold on. Let me switch back to this one. It's this one right here. Where... Let me hit play. So, you know what sucks about my drone too is there's no here we go. This is it right here. There's no sound because there's no microphone on my drone. All right, here we go. I'm trying to come in close because you guys want to see. You guys wanted me to show you. Ty was like, "Show the tarantula from the drone." All right, so there's you taking a picture of it. There's the tarantula right there. You'll see it in a second, drunk. So I was gonna try and do like a close up and like fly over it. Let's see how good of a job I did. Let's see if I did.
Oh yeah, that's a big guy.
There's the tarantula. I'm trying to get as low as I can so I can do like a little fly over it.
And he had his ass cocked in the air.
Did he?
Which yeah, his ass was just like, and I come to find out that means like don't fuck with me. Like we cool, but
oh yeah, right there. You can see his asses in the air. But check it out. He just walks over to my scooter and shit. Look, Donnie wanted to get him. Look, Donnie's going after him. Look at it. Oh, hold on. You'll see it in a second. Donnie wants to get it. There's Ty-Ho. Freaking Ty is like taking a picture of it. Donnie wants to fuck that thing up.
And so I'm just sitting on that rock, and that tarantula just walks up and goes like right in between between those rocks like it was his house. And I was like, well, there's probably like a whole bunch of these motherfuckers in there. So I'm going to get off this rock now.
All right. Oh my gosh! All right, guys, let's go back to the normal stuff.
But still, even when you zoom back, you can still see the damn tarantula, you know?
Yeah, he was pretty huge. That's what she said. He was a big tarantula, all right. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not into spiders. I'm not a spider person by any means whatsoever. You can keep your spiders.
Well, I'm thinking that, you know, if I were to want a spider for a pet, which I don't, I wouldn't be nearly as worried about having a tarantula.
Why is that?
Because I got to meet one in person.
Oh, okay.
And that, you know, it's not like a fucking rattlesnake, you know? I wasn't intimidated at all. Like I said, I sit there, I got all close to it, and then I got on the rock and I watched it walk up to me, and I wasn't scared of it at all.
Well,
not that I want a fucking spider as a pet, but
now if it was crawling on you, that would be a different story, though, right?
Well, I don't know. We spent some time together. I got to know that guy.
Oh hell no! If that thing even touched me, I would have been like yeah. Yeah, that would have been me. Spiders, snakes, shit like that. No freaking bugs. I don't like bugs. Keep them away from me.
Snakes freak me the fuck out.
I am sorry. Anyway, so Big Bird is a national treasure. Wait, Ted Cruz called Big Bird's COVID vaccine tweet propaganda. Big Bird's a national treasure, and it's from MSNBC, guys, so what do you expect? And yet the right-wing attention seekers are the ones getting their feathers ruffled, accusing a Sesame Street star of being brought to you by the letter P for propaganda. What does it say? It says government propaganda for your 5-year-old. I got the COVID-19 vaccine today. My wing is feeling a little sore, but it'll give my body extra protection boost that keeps me and others healthy. I don't know. I gotta say, I would think Sesame Street needs to stay the fuck out of that kind of stuff. You know, Sesame Street is there to teach kids how to count, right? You know, but about the vaccine and stuff like that.
1 commie, 2 commie, 3 commie.
I was gonna say you forgot to do the laugh, right? I don't think Sesame Street should be teaching that shit. The vaccine is a personal choice.
Subliminally, they've been like doing it for a while, though, haven't they?
I don't know. I don't watch Sesame Street. Do you watch Sesame Street?
Did you watch it when you were a kid?
No.
No. Supposedly, I was a big Bert and Ernie fan. And we know what they say about Bert and Ernie now.
Yeah, they say they were gay, right? Because they slept in the same bed?
Oh, I don't remember that.
Oh, never mind. I went the wrong way then. What are they saying about Bert and Ernie? Oops.
No, they were saying that they were a couple. You are right, but I never remembered them being in the same bed, but I don't remember much of that show, but my mom told me if I wasn't watching MTV, I would swap over to Sesame Street to watch Bert and Ernie. It's either MTV or Bert and Ernie.
Are you sure? I remember seeing them sleeping in the same bed for some reason. Let's see. Bert and Ernie. Look, I didn't even finish typing in Bert and Ernie. And the first thing that pops up is gay. I could have swore that I thought there's an episode where they're like in the same bed together, or sleeping in the same bed.
How would you know? You don't watch Sesame Street.
I didn't. I watched a Muppet Show. Actually, I was a Nickelodeon kid. I loved watching Nickelodeon.
Remember Nick at Night?
Yeah, but I'm talking about the daytime shows, like in the morning. I would watch like there's a what was the science the professor oh my gosh, Mr. Wizard's World. I used to watch that. Or You Can't Do That on Television.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was one of my favorites. Get the slime.
Mm-hmm. Um,
Then what was the game show one? Was that
Double
on?
Dare. Double Dare.
Yeah.
I always liked watching Double Dare, especially when the parents would get hit with the slime. Mm-hmm.
But I like to watch that Nick at Night. I think it was called Nick at Night. Not when they went to the old 50s shows.
That was Nick at Night.
It was Nick at Night. I think it was a Friday or Saturday night where they would kind of do. They had Are You Afraid of the Dark? Do you remember that?
No.
It was kind of like G or PG, like horror films, but not horror because it's G or PG.
Mm-hmm.
Which reminds me of a riddle.
Uh-oh. He's bringing us a riddle. What's
Okay.
your riddle?
Let's see if I can remember this properly. What can you see and feel that is weightless, that if you put into a barrel, it will make the barrel lighter?
Wait, what can you see and feel?
It's weightless,
Mm-hmm.
but if you put it into a barrel, it will make the barrel lighter.
Helium.
Can you see and feel helium?
Well, not really. I guess not. Oh, Mr. Nice Guy got it right. Is it light?
No.
Is it the
You can't
sun?
feel. Well, I guess feel the heat off the light.
Yeah, sunlight.
But I don't know if it make it the barrel lighter.
Yeah, because it's lighter. You know, he's thinking of a different lighter. I don't know. What's the answer?
A hole. And I've got my own riddle that I've come up with. I came up with about 10 years ago. Some people get it right off. Some people don't. What is the first, and considering that you have all your functioning limbs, I always have to prerequisite that because people, anyway, if you're a normal human being or whatever, what is always the first and last thing that's being washed whenever you take a bath? Every time, guaranteed.
Every time, guaranteed. The first and last thing that's always being washed. I don't know. The drain.
When you take a bath or when you take a shower,
the drain,
or whatever. No, your hands. Right?
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. I guess I always wash my hands.
Ah, Mr. Nice Guy got it. Mr. Nice Guy got it. I like riddles.
Paulie Briegel saying you're nuts. Anyways, so this is an opinion piece from MSNBC. This is an op-ed. If you don't know the difference, what an op-ed is, see, when you read the newspapers, not everything is all facts. Well, they lie a lot. But they have an opinion section, and this is from MSNBC's opinion section. Just letting that out there. So it says the Virginia election post-mortem. Democrats can't fight Republicans' fear with facts. Are we afraid? Are they saying Republicans are afraid? All right, let's see what they got to say. The shellacking Democrats took Tuesday is testament to how tough it is for the party to craft any persuasive message when competing against targeted misinformation. You got your first sentence has a ton of targeted misinformation right there already. campaigns perpetrated by Republicans, at least when the Republicans field halfway decent candidates. Oh my gosh, the Democrats don't have any halfway decent candidates. But that's only a fraction of the... Oh, wait, I'm sorry. They do have Tulsi Gabbard. She's halfway decent. Half. She's against guns, so... But that's only a fraction of the story of
I
what...
want to see verification of that.
I'm sure somebody has it somewhere. Let's see. So it says, for more than half a century, Republicans have effectively used direct communication channels, snail mail, then talk radio, then Fox News, then the internet. That's funny how this person's saying that, because liberals lie on CNN and MSNBC all the fucking time to identify, amplify, and exploit conservative grievances. Oh no, uh-oh. All of them are real, and that the feelings beneath them are actually felt. Yeah, we're sick and tired of you Democrats giving all our fucking money away and letting illegal come in our country, right? And keeping all the
Matt,
money for
I
yourself.
just opened up a new tab for that. I'm going to check that out. I love useless knowledge.
Uncle John's back. Okay, well, check it out. And mostly rooted in a tangle of... Sorry, a piece of lettuce. Overlapping racial clash and cultural resentment. Trunk, do you hate anybody? If you see a black guy in a good job, do you hate him because he's black and in a better job than you?
What? Huh?
They're saying that Republicans are rooted in a tangle of overlapping racial, class, and cultural resentment. Basically, they're saying, we hate everybody.
Well, I hate everybody equally.
Oh, there you go. It says Democrats during the same 50-year period have not come close to building this type of mass persuasion engine. What the fuck is CNN? What the fuck is MSNBC? They lie about everything. If you're telling me that Democrats don't persuade people and don't lie, oh my gosh. This is, folks, this is why you have to read the other channels' news, because you got to see the shit that they're saying about us. One reason is Democrats tactically believe the news media. Yeah, that's true, and that's the biggest problem. Ostensibly dedicated to communicating truth. That's the biggest lie. This right here is the biggest lie I've heard in I don't know how long. Dedicated to communicating truth. Interesting. And we'll do this for them. The assumption is that Republicans always operate in bad faith, and an aggressive media would always call them out. And the collision of media versus anti-media will weaken the Republican structural advantages. Dude, the media is proven. Hunter Biden, all of his shit, I don't even know where to go right now. The news, the liberal news hides everything from you. They don't show the truth. They never show the truth.
Oh, with Hunter Biden, I mean, shit, where you want to go? You want to go with the crack, the meth, banging your sister-in-law, or fucking with your niece, or where do we go?
That's the problem. I didn't know where to go. I had so many options that my brain froze for a second. Right? It says, so now you'd expect me as a journalism professor to defend the press, but I won't. I'll cop to massive capacity deficits internal to journalism's culture. But the Democratic narrative is inaccurate in ways that lead to the party's billionaires to fund the wrong projects. Remedies that are... Whoa.
Woohoo! Those fucking journal leaks, bro. Ooh, goodness.
Right? I don't know. I just, I'm not even going to go much... I'm not going to go any farther into this. You can see where this person's going. Just saying. Just saying. I'm not going to waste your time with the whole thing. So now we're at Yahoo. We went to Yahoo. They're liberal as hell, too. A Capitol riot suspect accused of attacking police during the insurrection fled the country and is now claiming asylum in Belarus. A Capitol riot suspect accused of attacking police is now claiming asylum in Belarus. I don't know. Are they they're a place where you can go without having to worry about it? Evan Newman is on the FBI's most wanted list for charges related to the U.S. Capitol riot. Is that true? Somebody who just punched a cop is on the FBI's most wanted list. Not somebody who goes and puts bombs out there.
Subsection, probably Capitol.
Well, let's go look. FBI's most wanted. Let's go. FBI's most.
There's no way in hell that you're going to be on the top 10. But yeah, you can go to places where you can't get extradited. Hence why Tom Hanks is in Greece.
Well, yeah, because he's a little pedo.
And I don't want that to be true.
That's what I hear.
I love me some Tom Hanks. I love Tom Hanks.
All right, let's look at this Eugene Palmer guy. These are.
I love him as an actor. I love him as an actor. He's given me so many great movies.
It doesn't even say what this guy's wanted for. Unlawful flight to avoid prosecution for murder. Okay, so I can see a person being wanted for murder up there. This person is for. Dude, you would think they'd put it so you could read it. I can't read any of this shit. But yeah, I don't see the Evan guy on the top 10 list. FBI's most wanted. This looks like a young kid. What's this young kid wanted for? Oh, let's see. See, you can't even see it.
Some of those people have been on there since the 80s.
All right, so I got a question. Here, for the FBI's most wanted, you can download the poster in English or in Spanish. Really? Really? Just saying. That shit gets me. Anyways, he's accused of attacking police. Police during the insurrection. There was no insurrection. Nobody has been charged with insurrection. Stop with this insurrection shit, Yahoo News. Evan Newman.
Yeah, FBI already concluded that, 2 months ago now?
Right. Evan Newman, 48, is on the FBI's most wanted list for charges related to the U.S. Capitol riot. I didn't see him on there. So, I don't know what you're talking about. It says Newman faces 6 charges, including assaulting an officer, obstructing law enforcement, and knowingly enter the Capitol without permission, and violent conduct. But just a month ago, after the court documents were filed, Newman sold his California house and fled to the Ukraine in the summer to avoid arrest. He has since surfaced in Belarus. I hope I'm saying that right. Newman appeared on Belarus state TV this weekend, according to the Moscow Times. Dude, I guess if they can't get you, why not go on TV? I don't know. I love watching liberal news. It makes me laugh. All right. So an LA casino fined $500,000 for looking the other way when a gambler brought in duffel bag stuffed with $100 million bills for a marathon gambling session. All right, number one. If you walk in, if you're a casino and somebody walks in with $500,000 to gamble, you're like, woohoo, right? I mean, come on. Like you're really going to say, excuse me, sir, where did you get that money? I haven't even read the article yet. You guys know I don't read the articles before I bring them to you. We read them together. Trunk, if somebody brought in a duffel bag with $500,000 and wanted to buy a whole bunch of your shit, yeah, give me 10 of those vape pens, give me 20 of those juices, give me 30 of this juice. Would you ask him where he got his fucking money, or would you just sell it to him?
Well, I'm going to run that money through my money counter, that's for sure, because that detects counterfeit bills.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, if let's say the bills come up perfectly fine, and he wants to buy everything in your store, are you going to question that guy, or are you just going to be like, here you go, sir, thank you?
Yeah, come back tomorrow.
Right? You know what, sir?
Back in the week because you just bought everything I got. God damn it!
Yeah, I got to order some more stuff in, but I'll have it in pretty soon, sir. Right? So let's see what this story's about. Federal prosecutors say the unnamed whale Well, that's what they do call him in a casino. Described only as a Chinese national, made over 100 visits to the bicycle casino over 8 months in 2016. You know, no offense, but Asian people love to gamble. And has anybody seen that movie? What's that movie? Rich Asian. What is it called? Rich Asian people or
Rich young Asians.
no? It's crazy rich Asians or I don't know.
I know what you're talking about. I've never seen it, but I've seen it on the cover of magazines.
Yeah, somebody's gonna say it right here. So it says a Los Angeles County casino was hit with a hefty fine for failing to properly alert financial regulators and the IRS when a high roller walked in with $100 million in cash to bet on games of baccarat. It just never mind. I was thinking half a million.
Billion.
$100 million in cash to play baccarat. So I tell you what, I play baccarat. I used to play baccarat, right? Like the other day when a couple months ago, a friend and we went to the casino and the blackjack tables were all full, so I went and played baccarat. I'm playing. I think the minimum was $20 a hand or something like that. This Asian dude sitting next to me is betting like $2,000 a hand. Baccarat is really. I mean, let's put it this way: Asians like to gamble. I'm not gonna lie, right? And like baccarat is like one of their favorite games to play. So see, I cannot I have no trouble believing a guy walked in with $100 million wanting to play baccarat. As a casino, do you really have to keep track of that money? I thought they only have to keep track of the money is when you win a lot of money.
Now I remember whenever BU and Ty and the other fellow, I think the other fellow was with us when we walked up to the roulette table, and I kept asking you guys so many questions. And I don't guess it's relevant, but the dealer was Asian, and the guy that was watching over her was also Asian, and they seemed to me, when I kept asking you guys questions before anything happened, they seemed to be very concerned and like talking back and forth. But as soon as I started gambling, like that, the main boss or whatever, or her boss, just like walked away. He's like, "Yeah, this guy don't know what the fuck he's doing."
I don't know what they were concerned about, but yeah, you didn't know what the hell you were doing at all.
I just dropped money on like one number, and y'all were like, "No!" And she's just like, "Zoop."
No, I wasn't even near you. That was when Donnie was on the ground at that time. You were when weren't you drunk over there? Anyway, so it says federal prosecutors say the unnamed whale, who was described only as a Chinese national, made over 100 visits to the bike casino over 8 months, often arriving with duffel bags full of cash. On numerous occasions, the gambler's assistant would exchange $1 million in cash for chips, with the high roller cashing in and cashing out approximately $100 million during the course of his months-long gambling spree. It says when gamblers buy over $10,000 in chips using cash, a casino is required to file a currency transaction report and a suspicious activity report with the Department of Treasury. All right, so we're gonna go here real quick, guys. We're gonna go to YouTube, the bicycle casino, because I watch poker. It's called Live at the Bike. And these guys, when they play poker, these guys, each guy has over 100. Huh?
I said, I see where this is going. They're thinking about money laundering.
Right? But here's the problem. In LA, these people nonstop are playing for money like that. Like,
you need to.
Okay, so let's look. So Garrett Adelstein, I know it's Garrett Adelstein. He has $100,000 in front of him. This James Kidd guy has, see, where it says $34,850. That's how much money they have in their chips. This is Garrett right here with the Lakers jersey. This guy, I don't like him. He's like
6,000.
I think he's a jerk off poker player, right?
Good bet by James. It should work. I mean,
whether verified celebrity,
this would
professional,
be like an impossible call with 83.
Pretty much, yeah. Right. So look, he's got
So nice play there
$100,000 in chips
by
in front
James.
of him. Somebody walking in and buying $100,000 worth of chips at the bike is normal. This is a high stakes poker house. Let's see if they show. Okay, so look, this guy, Andy.
That's normal. How many people were in that room?
Right there at that time, there's only like 5 or 6 people, but no, it's a high stakes casino. Look, so James has 36,000. This accountant has 15,000. This guy Andy has 75,000. So these 3 people right here alone have over 100,000 chips, and Garrett has 100,000 in chips. Right?
Check.
Let's go to another one. Let's go farther. That's Andy.
I'm just
again.
saying, I smell money laundering, and I bet that's what this is all about.
No, you want to know what money laundering is? Money laundering is called.
I know what money laundering is.
No, money laundering is Joseph Biden's son, Hunter Biden, selling paintings for $500,000. That's money laundering.
Yeah.
Why don't they look into that shit? Why don't they look into that shit?
Because they don't wanna.
Right?
Say, no.
But look,
no.
So this is just one stream, okay? I just picked the first stream I chose, right? Okay, let's go to this one. Let's see. It's gonna take for a minute. Oh, waiting for it to start. Okay, let's go ahead. Come on, stupid computer. My internet was like, okay, so well, there's this one person has 17, one person has 13. Let's try here. Let's just move around a little bit. It'll show. This guy only has 14,000. That's not high stakes. But that's also so these are just the rooms. These are just what do you want to call it? It's just one poker table in a place that has ton. Like okay, TCH poker. Watch this. This place is in Texas, right? So this is just to show you that this is poker rooms, just all around. What's this? Let me go here. Like I watch these guys too. Anything with this guy Trick Time. I don't know who this guy Trick Time would. I think he's a rapper maybe, but he's playing for just like tons and tons of money.
I had a dream the other night that the same scenario played out that it did in Vegas. Only I won a lot more money.
Yeah.
But I was still looking around like, we gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go to the airport. They're like, you just won like $3,000. I said, but we gotta go.
Right.
Best night of the
All
week.
right, so
I was so confused that night. I was so confused. It's like, he keeps doing the thing. And they're like, yeah, you're doing good.
Well, let's just put it this way. Poker players tend to have a lot of money, right? Poker players they're gamblers. They're gamblers. So, anyways. Holy shit, it's 9 o'clock already? I thought I didn't have a lot of news tonight, and we actually went for a pretty good long time. I still got some more to go. Let's finish these up. So listen, this college that suspended a conservative group over anti-China stickers promotes a professor who writes racially divisive columns. You don't say. You don't say. So just weeks after Emerson, so I went to Fresno State, guys. Within a month, a professor, they had a pro-life meeting out in the free speech area. And they wrote a whole bunch of pro-life stuff, like anti-abortion stuff. This professor walks up and makes his student and tells his students to scratch it out, like with their, I don't know what you want to call it, rub your feet on the ground to mess the chalk up, right? Professor, no wait, never mind. I'm going the wrong place. But anyways, it happens all the time. If you're a conservative, the schools fuck with you. So it says, just weeks after Emerson College suspended a conservative student group for alleged bigotry against China, so I'm probably guessing it might be Turning Point USA, a professor with a history of writing racially divisive anti-white columns has been promoted to the new interim dean of a graduate in professional studies. So you say something wrong about Chinese people and it's bad, but you go and talk shit about white people, it's okay?
They just said racial. It didn't say it was about white people. So let's clarify that. Most likely that's what it was. But no, yeah, that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Right. They hated me at college because I wore my MAGA hat every day, and I was look, I'm not gonna lie, I fit all the numbers. Number one, I wore my MAGA hat, which pissed them off. But here's the problem: I'm handicapped, so they don't exactly want to go and attack the handicapped guy, right? You know, saying I don't mean attack, but saying bad things about me. And then I spoke my fucking mind, so I was like their worst enemy there at Fresno State. Like I had my own, pretty much, you know, President Castro had a spot in there for me. He added me to the handicap accessible committee, right? And I'm in there, and I started complaining about something one day, and a professor told my friend who was disabled that she was too stupid and this and that, and she has a learning disability and still going to college to try and learn. And and so I said, no, I want something to happen as the professor. And like, well, we need to look into it. And basically, they're trying to push it underneath the things. I said, no, I want President Castro to know about this. They're like, well, we just don't go rushing to him. I said, I do. And this one, all the teachers in the room were like, well, you can't do that. I'm like, how much you want to bet? And they're like, Eddie, you can't do that. You know, no, go ahead and try. President Castro's not going to see you. So I went on speakerphone. I said, hey, you know, S word. And I'm like, call President Castro's office. So it rings, and I'm on speakerphone. And the secretary answers, and I'm like, hey, it's Eddie. I need to speak with President Castro about an issue I'm having with disabilities on campus. And she's like, sure, Eddie. Hold on a second. She came back 20 seconds later. She's like, President Castro says he can meet you in 15 minutes, Eddie. Scared the shit out of all these fucking people. You don't want to, you know, because I was the one person that spoke my mind at Fresno State. I didn't take their shit. Anyways, so this UC firearms researcher, is that UC like undercover firearms? I don't know what they mean by UC. Says America is on a collision course with disaster. I'm on the good side. I'm on the right side, so I'm not worried about it. It says guns, violence, and political extremism are on the rise, and America risks disaster sooner than later. Well, you know, if you guys wouldn't do stupid shit on the left, you wouldn't be forcing us to do this. That's the view of long time. What? Go ahead.
I said that reminds me. I don't know if I told you, but I finally sold my property. I need to take some of that cash out of my drawer and go buy my shotgun on Wednesday.
Oh heck yeah, go buy your shotgun.
Remind me to go buy a shotgun on Wednesday tomorrow.
Go buy yourself a Remington 871. I'll tell you to go buy it tomorrow. That's what I got. Hold on a second. It's actually right here.
I think I'm supposed to get a Remington 88 or 880 or 80. Is it supposed to be that color, or is it just dirty as fuck?
It's a little dirty. It's
a little dirty.
I gotta clean it. I got the Remington 871. Yeah, I love that bad boy. Anyway,
Julie, but I can get it within. Home dude says. I was like, so what's the turnaround time on this? And he's like, for a shotgun, he's like, 2 to 5 minutes.
Oh, see, that's different. I had to come back a couple days later. I couldn't get mine the same day. It all depends on your state and how they work, though. I live in California, which, you know.
870. That doesn't sound familiar. It was like and it also had another name behind it, but I can't remember what it was. Let me see. It was about a $250 shotgun.
Oh no, I paid. Well, who knows where you? It might be cheaper where you are. I paid like $300 and something for mine. Yep, this is what I got right here. That's the exact gun. It holds enough. I gotta clean mine. There's a whole bunch of add-ons you can add to this too. You can get it in camo. Let's see, Remington 870 upgrades. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm seeing the 870 here. It was called an 88. I could have swore it was called an 88.
Look at this. You can add a little clip on the side. Dude, I could put a side saddle, stock, a red dot. Who needs a sight for a shotgun?
Mossberg. Maybe it was a Mossberg. I'm thinking of a Mossberg.
I don't know much about guns, so I'm not gonna say.
Maverick. The Mossberg Maverick 88. What do you guys think? Supposedly, I've talked to a lot of gun owners, and for me personally, they recommend the Mossberg Maverick 88. They say it's a good intro to a gun. It's good for home defense.
I am not an expert, so I can't tell you.
Cheap and reliable. That's what I keep hearing, Boris. Not a whole lot of working parts. It's just, it does the job.
Well, that's what you want. That's what you want. Well, let's see. So, Claremont Institute's MAGA Fanatic report predicted Antifa riots to stop a Trump win in 2020. Interesting. And this is from Yahoo News. So they're saying that the report predicted that the Antifa riots will stop the Trump win. Jeez, do you wonder why George Soros funded them now? In mid-October 2020, just over 2 months before former President Donald Trump supporters would riot inside the U.S. Capitol, a group of Trumpist academics predicted that Biden supporters would cause nationwide unrest in an absolutely wildly piece of fanfic. What the heck is fanfic? That they attempted to present as a serious piece of scholarship. The report prepared by the pro-Trump think tank. Oh, it's a they're trying to brought it down. I mean, come on, folks. Are you telling me that Antifa did not fucking help the election for Joe Biden?
Antifa?
Yeah. All this, Antifa and all this stuff about, President Trump being racist and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, to keep them tame.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They say more people voted for Joe Biden just because they didn't want to vote for President Trump. They didn't vote for Joe Biden. They voted for President Trump.
I've been telling you that since.
I know. We've all been saying it. But that's what their report's saying, and they're saying that this report's a farce, which it's not.
Mm. I get out there and talk to them. And I'll ask them in person. I ask them online, whatever the fuck. Why did you vote for Joe Biden?
Because I hate Trump.
Exactly.
I hate
99%, 99.9999999. I'm trying to think of that's the only reason I'm not saying 100% of the time. I'm trying to think of somebody that actually gave me something back, but I can't remember it. So 99.9999.
Oh, by the way, can I say fuck Antifa? I gotta download one of those. I got videos of people screaming fuck Antifa all the time. I gotta make one to a thing. Dude, can you hear Brownie going after Donnie?
Oh, and we've done commandeered the alphabet, people.
How do we commandeer them?
LGBTQ. Let's get Biden to quit.
Oh, I gotcha. That one. The one I see though most of the time is LGB.
FJB.
Yeah. Let's go Biden, or let's go Brandon. Fuck Joe Biden. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I've been seeing that LGBTQ. Let's get Biden to quit. Yeah. But no, I don't want Biden to quit because no.
Yeah.
Even though I don't think he's doing anything, but I don't want.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to go buy some more of this stuff. Crown Royal salted caramel. I just drink this stuff straight. I mean, it's not even, Crown Royal I can drink straight, but if it's chilled, I don't even chill this stuff.
I only drink vodka chilled or Jägermeister, but I don't drink Jägermeister anymore.
Yeah, Jägermeister's got to be chilled. If you drink it, and Fireball. Fireball is another thing you got to drink when it's chilled.
I don't like anything that's like cinnamon. Gives me bad memories of when I was younger and throwing that shit up. I used to drink Aftershock and Goldschlager.
Ooh, Goldschlager. Yeah. All right.
When you're 16, 17, and you drink way too much of it and you throw it up. Oh, those memories last.
Those are the days. Back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. Who sung that? That's Young MC. Was it Young MC that sung that? I forget.
Not sure.
Mr. Nice Guy, who sung that? Donnie, you gotta go to the bathroom? Monster. I think Donnie's gotta go to the bathroom. Alright, we're on our last one anyways, Donnie. Cowards, not crazies, are destroying America. Let's see. Back in July, Kay Ivey, governor of Alabama, had some strong and sensible things to say about COVID-19 vaccines. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I'm not gonna go there. I'm worried about what this is gonna be. So, we don't want to get kicked off of YouTube, do we? Let's see if there's anything. Who is this? 15 most awkward moments in talk show history. I don't know who that is, but she's cute. You gotta go outside? Alright, Donnie, I'm gonna let you. We're gonna go right now. Well, anyways, guys, what do you guys think? Hold on, let me let him go to the bathroom real quick before he pees in the house. Wanna go outside? Okay, come on, go outside.
Well, we think things and stuff. Sometimes we think them, sometimes we say them.
All right, I'm back.
How do you hear what I'm saying whenever you take your headphones off?
I can kind of hear it still, like my Trump rubber ducky.
We gotta check out those headphones in next time we meet.
Oh, these are good headphones. They loud.
Yeah, we're gonna have to put them side by side with mine, because I'm pretty diehard with mine, but you might be able to sell me.
Oh, I like
you might
these.
Be able to sell me.
Dude, and they're comfortable. These things are so comfortable. I keep them on my head all day sometimes when I'm editing video now. Let's see. Is there a gas station encounter since I'm not rushing to let Donnie out? I think there was a new one. Oh, there is. There's a new one. Let's watch it. We'll go out with a gas station encounter, guys. Then we're going to go.
Well, is Kim still here? That's Kim's gun, right?
I don't know. Is she still here? Whoa, that's loud.
No, she's not.
Oh, she's not? Oh, darn. What kind of a car is that?
Fucking Mercedes.
Oh, it's a Cleveland Browns fan.
Maybe a Jack.
He's a Cleveland Browns fan. What memberships, Andy? What are you talking about?
Oh, Andy, with the little thing, yeah, I believe it's a monthly thing. What is it, like $1.99 for the?
Oh, you mean our membership plans on YouTube? We have different plans. It just helps support the chat. You can pay $1.99 a month. I think I have a $4.99 and a $9.99 or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, they're monthly memberships just to help support the channel. Is that what you're talking about? I'm not sure.
Today's episode of Gas Station Inc.
She looks cute from the back.
That's right. We got a little couple on our hands today. Now, we are going to be paying attention to
Nice
the girl
boots.
who just threw a completely empty purse over her shoulder, a.k.a. the thief bag. Now, she's going to make her way into the store, take a quick look at the medicine
Hey,
rack,
it's Brandy.
decide she doesn't need anything. So she's going to make her way over here, take a quick look at the chilled wine cooler. No, she doesn't want any wine either. So she's going to make her way over here to the beer coolers because she
Brandy.
wants some delicious beverages.
What?
Andy's hair is much bigger
Oh,
and
is it?
longer.
Okay. I've never seen her. I got to come meet her in person.
And when I say delicious, I mean absolutely disgusting because she's going to pass up on all the good beverages in that cooler. She's going to open up this cooler door and she's going to reach in there and she's not going to pull out one. She's not going to pull out two. She's going to pull out 3 disgusting Bud Ice 25-ounce cans. She's going to make her way over there,
Ugh.
look up at
If
the
you're
camera,
going to
think,
steal, why are you going to steal
maybe if I turn
shitty
this way,
shit?
the camera won't see me. All right, when should I do this? Should
Yeah,
I do it
she's
right
not that
now?
good
Nope,
looking, is
camera's
she?
still looking at me. Dang it. All right, I'll turn around one more time and swoop.
She looks a lot better from far away.
Slip 1 in and swoop. Slip 2 in and 3 swoop. So she's going to put that strap over her shoulder. You know, it's really hard carrying 3 Bud Ices at a time. She's going to make her way
Here to
over
here.
here towards
Okay.
the automotive
Yeah, she got a nice rack. That's excuse us, ladies, but we're guys. That's what we look at.
section. She's going to hit us with the look of confusion. Dang it, they don't have the air fresheners that I want. So she's going to make her way over here towards the sandwich cooler. Take a quick peek. Oh, dang it, only a 1/4 pound and 3 slices? I wanted a 1/2 pound and 4 slices of cheese. Guess I have to leave without buying anything. But here comes the jackhammer. So he's going to pull out his phone, you know, make sure he records properly.
Where are you going?
You're
Well,
filming yourself,
call
dude.
the police? That's cool. That's awesome.
You're filming yourself, bro.
Uh-oh, looks like Jack realized he's using the wrong camera.
Here's
Oh.
a thief. Here is a
Oh shit!
fucking
Over a Bud Ice.
Come on, bitch. Come on, bitch. Thief. Thief. Fucking thief.
Why do people always want to fight when they get caught doing something wrong?
Thief.
It's always somebody else's problem.
Thief. Cops are on their way, bitches. Thief. Never come here again, bitch.
That'll teach them.
Now, when I'm stealing alcohol, I'm definitely going to rehab.
Now let's look at this again in slow motion. She's going to wave her little hand. She's going to lunge, miss. She's going to swing again, connect, knock the phone out, swing again. Jack dodges it, puts her into a bear hug, sees the reinforcement coming. He decides against the body slam.
I don't know if that's illegal, him touching her as a customer, though.
His cell phone. Then he's going to move back towards the Chevy Cruze so that he can propel off the back of it like Spider-Man and push away the reinforcement.
What did he
At
do
which point
wrong?
he
What do you
decides
think he
to
done
pull his
wrong?
phone
Grabbing her?
back out to get some good footage of the reinforcement.
He lunged
If you
at
know
him,
this
right?
thief,
Yeah.
let her know that she needs
What?
to turn herself into the local authorities so we can
I
probably
used to have to
charge
do it
for
all the
felony
time.
robbery for stealing beer.
I don't know. I just worry that he might get in trouble for because like
He-
when I worked
He
at
wrapped her up. That's what we're supposed to do.
I was
you know,
like I was told
if you have to detain a female, you know, it's not the same as, you know, being a bouncer or bodyguard, whatever the fuck. You don't square up, you know what I mean? But girls get ballsy. They got stilettos on. There's a lot of factors that go into it. So
yeah,
you-
but
you wrap
I was
them
told
up.
you're not allowed to touch any if you cannot, you know, when I was a security at like thrifties and stuff like that, I was told you couldn't hold back anybody. You couldn't stop them from leaving the store. You could stand in front of them and stuff like that, but you could never hold anybody. That's just what I know.
Oh, well, you're talking about you're a security guard in a department store. So I guess this is a little bit different because I'm talking about nightclubs where motherfuckers attack you and shit.
Yeah.
But she did attack him.
She did. No, she
Huh?
definitely did. She swung at
yeah.
him. She knocked his phone out of his hand. So, you know.
So generally, you just wrap them up, and that's generally the end of it.
Yeah. Right on.
He's-
All right, guys. Well, guess what? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I just saw a picture. See, that's how they get you. Did I go too far? Oh, never mind. I thought. Never mind. See just looking real quick. Look where the R is on that Wonder. See where it says Wonder? I thought that was something else popping out. Now that I go back, I thought that was like, I thought that was more in front of her than to the right. I'm a perv. I know it. I don't give a shit. Do I care? No. Anyways, see, like $493,000 pot. Poker people have tons of money. I don't have that kind of ton of money, but I wish. I wish.
Oh, I know. No, I'll wait to tell you this afterwards. Never mind.
All right, folks. Well, we're gonna end the show tonight. It's getting late. I got the front door open because I let the dogs out and it's freezing cold outside. And but thank you for being here. We appreciate you hanging out with us. We hope we did you right by giving you our opinions on the news. Just so you guys know, this is our opinions. This is not this is all for satire news or teaching stuff like that, So just so you don't want to try and get us in trouble, because how many times have we been trying to get kicked off of YouTube drunk? I can't even count them on my fingers how many times.
11 team.
11, that's right. So anyways, we appreciate you guys coming in here every night and watching us. We hope we give you guys some good entertainment, and we hope we teach you something. So anyways, y'all have a good night. I think Drunk Uncle has something to say to you. I think.
Meow, meow. Meow, meow.
All right, guys. Thank you for being here. I already got my alarm set for 7 a.m. so I can unhappily wake up to give you guys the Kyle Rittenhouse trial in the morning. If you don't want to watch that, we're here every Monday through Friday from 6 p.m. Pacific time to, about 9:30 at night. So we hope you enjoyed your time here. And hopefully I'm going to go out and do some live streaming pretty soon. I don't know. We'll have to see. But have a good night, everybody. What the heck? Oh, there we go. Have a good night this time for sure. For real. For real, for real. For real, for real? No, for real, for real. For real? Do you remember that? People were like, for real, for real? Yes, for real, for real. But for real, for real?
Yeah, that was Outcast.
Oh, yeah, huh? I like the way you move. Burp, burp, burp. All right, guys. He's making fun of my singing.
No, that's not even. It's not even Outcast. This one they broke up.
Is that Andre 3000? No, that's Outcast.
Probably.
No. I like the way you move is Outcast.
They had a split album. Remember when they? Never mind.
Hold on. I like the way you move is Outcast. As far as I know. Burr, burr, burr.
I think what we working with.
Whoa. Yeah, this song. Bum, bum, bum. Ooh,
That's
wow.
probably the last song that they done together. They had a falling out. Because remember, they done that album where I think it was two separate. It was Big Boy and Andre 3000.
3000?
Albums.
I like Outkast. Let's just put it that way.
I love Outkast, especially like old school. Wheels of Steel, Miss Jackson, Rosa Parks.
All right, let's see what others. So Fresh, So Clean. I really like that song.
Oh.
This thing bumped in my car. Ain't nobody fresh as me. Oh my gosh, I'm buzzing. Not buzzing, but
So the word around the South is that you know Andre 3000, how he dresses so
yeah, like a pimp,
flamboyant.
like a pimp.
He no, he's a rave kid.
Is he
He's the rave kid. I used to hear that every time I go to Atlanta. They're just like, you wouldn't like. We see Andre 3000 or that guy from Outkast down here all the time.
Interesting. All right, guys, we're gonna let you go because otherwise we're gonna start getting into music, and then YouTube's gonna give us a whole bunch of copyright strikes. So we're gonna get the F out of here. Y'all have a good night once again, and we'll see you same bat time. Or wait, same cripple time, same cripple channel with the drunk. Or 2. Or 3.